Howdy folks, welcome to another episode of Yogi Dave's Hobby Podcast. This is, as always, the podcast where we talk about everything that pertains to gaming, be it tabletop RPGs, tabletop war games, skirmish games, board games, etc. Except from collectible card games, which we all know I don't play. So this is session 2 of the... What's the name of it? Infinity RPG actual play podcast. So this week we were missing Melanie because she couldn't make it. So her character was called away on even more urgent business. So actual business of the Bureau, rather than working for some corporate stooge. Well, not corporate stooge. Corporate leader. And well, we had fun. I'm sure it would have been even more fun with her there. So, as you hear, probably Andrew's character still already has not got a name, which is really annoying. But to introduce you again to everyone in the group, there is Sam, who is our illustrious games master. There's myself, David Muir, who plays Cal McKendrick. There's Duncan, our loudest member, the laugher that you can hear all the time. He is playing Tang Hao, he is a corporate stooge. There's Greg, our Corsair, who plays Starwalker Russ. Xander, the quiet member of the group, who plays Simon Kosis, the Pan-Oceanic former Special Forces Doctor. Melanie's character, obviously, well, Candace is not there. And then my younger brother Andrew, who plays the silent Hack Islam unnamed assassin. So, yeah, it was a really good laugh, and I really enjoyed it, and got to keep on enjoying it. There's a point in the episode where there's a little advert for Carronade, the Falkirk war game show, but that was just a little add-in for you guys. So without further ado, here we go.
So yeah, we've turned up at this abandoned industrial complex.
Yes. And I'm getting ready to start.
Can I use Ed to see if I know what was built here?
Can you let me read this first? And you might not need to.
Well, no, I want to.
Because there is a sign on the outside of the building.
Yes, and I want to build momentum before we start a fight.
We're not all still got momentum because it's still technical.
Yes, you lose one because it's a different scene. We should have actually been doing that with scene jumps last time. But that's fine. Oh, did I? I can't remember, it was ages ago.
It was a month ago.
Okay.
So, this sector of town is one of many that rise and fall with the vagaries of the economic market. As the last recession hit hard, the stores are boarded up, the strip malls have been mothballed with Globus ink polymer that seals them against the elements, and the industrial buildings have been reduced to empty husks. The name Echaton Electronics is barely visible through the gauze-like plasticky shit that they've sprayed over it to keep it from...
like plasticky shit.
I'm slightly translating here.
Slightly paraphrasing.
Paraphrasing, yes, that's the word. Once part of a chain of factories that bore the same name, the buildings of this long since bankrupt company now also stand empty.
Alright.
Sounds dodgy.
Yeah. Sounds like that.
Very dodgy. Very dodgy area. I'm assuming.
And we are walking up towards it.
Yeah.
Stealth. Hide behind him.
Stealthing. So,
Have you hacked alarms? Have you hacked the...
Actually,
I've just arrived with you.
Yeah, you got. You're not there yet. You're current. I've just put them there because that's where the door is.
well, your job is.
Pilot.
No, hacker. You went for hacker. You chose it.
Right. What is your hacking?
It's actually better than Melanie's, but he has less skills.
17.
But I don't get a reroll. Whereas Melanie's at 16 gets a reroll.
Pounds.
She's got talent. She's got
It's
She
like
spent
me.
her whole
I
life
don't have
doing
a
it.
signature.
It's like me.
Yeah, I did put points into it because Sam said, "No, I want to put some in the hacking." I was like, "Okay."
Maybe hide behind you.
Tiny bundle of hackers.
my hacking's 50-50.
I'm an investigative journalist. Is pretty useful.
Looking around, are there any visible cameras?
Frankly, a camera wouldn't be visible.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, you can get augmented reality contact lenses.
I've got one of
basically
those.
Google
Oh, I've got
Glass.
one of them.
You've got it implanted into your eyes, but you can get it put into a
Can I have
contact lens. So, can you see a camera on a building at the end of the street? No. Does not mean it's not there.
We AI might Google.
Have you got your character?
It's called the shadow, the ghost, the spectre.
Trying to add names to the
He's not the young man of the hill, is he?
Old man
the
spectre.
podcast, and I realised he doesn't have a name.
Barton.
The dude from Hack Island.
Casper. That's your name now. Everyone referred to him as Casper. Friendly ghost.
Yes, I know.
I don't think he's going to be that friendly.
No.
No.
Anyway, are you attempting something?
Don't know. What am I attempting?
Hack security.
Yeah, observe.
We've not even seen anything yet.
Yeah.
Well, you would be able to detect if there is anything transmitting to anything else, though.
Oh, could I? Is that 2 dice? 3.
Is that
2, unless he wants to start adding more.
No, 2.
Right.
What skill is this against?
I don't know.
Intelligence.
Hacking.
Is it actual hacking thing?
Yes, it will be a hacking test.
Yeah.
2 successes.
Yeah.
Right.
how many successes?
He only needed the one.
Final momentum.
Momentum.
Oh yeah. My
You
one's
get-
legit.
Yeah. Good news. There are no signs of any functional security system.
I really risked to forget this.
No digital security system
I
at
don't
all.
see anything.
Digital security system.
There could be an analog one, but there's nothing that your system that you can detect.
What the fuck's an analog system?
Tripwire
People looking.
would be pretty. Yeah, guy looking out the
This
window.
is an analog system.
Bloke looking out the window.
This isn't an analog system.
Twitching
This is an analog
Yep.
system.
Twitching blinds, tripwires, pressure plates.
Who has got the highest observed skill?
Observation is 12.
11. Where's observation? 14.
14.
You have got an observation of 14.
He's a pilot.
Yeah.
If he can't observe
I'm
things,
really shit at personality and willpower.
if he can't see shit that's in front of his face, he's in trouble.
And my agility is not too hot.
So why don't you observe with the systems to see if there's any analog systems? Like tripwires, pressure plates.
Right, is that the highest? Well, you guys, you all shooty guys.
10.
No, it's
I'm not even a
survival.
shooting guy. I'm a talking guy.
Not at this distance.
There's 2 parties.
Yeah. Just.
Okay. You notice that inside, between the gates, sort of in the car park area, between the gates and the front door, there are a couple of suspicious-looking rocks, things which don't look like they're sitting quite right.
Someone big and strong investigate. With armour.
Or somebody with a telescopic sight on his gun.
Look at them.
Damn
Is
thing.
that going to look a bit suspicious?
They're not especially close together.
Some of us, one of us, 2 of us, however many of us.
This is where a wee panda would come in handy, like, hey panda, check that out.
So we've got suspicious looking rocks.
Yep.
Are they emitting any kind of energy signal?
No, or he would have picked it up earlier.
Yeah.
Get a microphone.
Paralysed by indecision. What do we do about the rocks?
It could just be rocks.
They could just be rocks.
Let's face it, there ain't no rocks here. This is.
No, you're still out. This is you still coming towards the door.
Oh, okay.
What would demolitions be on them?
I feel that's a bit of an extreme reaction.
Not if he wants to use the skill to diffuse something.
Oh, how about we throw a rock at them?
No. No.
Take the rock.
This is why I talk to people.
We don't have demolitions. What would you?
Let me see what the options are.
Ballistics, maybe. Science, tech.
Yeah, probably. Tech. Yeah.
12.
Right.
Someone's on 16 over here.
16!
17.
Very well educated.
Xander it is.
17 with a focus.
Yeah.
Xander.
Two
Me
focuses.
and Xander went to a similar schooling level.
Except he came out significantly better equipped for this.
He came out as a doctor.
Yeah, he went through a military approach.
Yeah, significantly better equipped.
I was military as well. Corsairs, pirates are sort
No,
of
they're
military.
not military.
You went through very, very amateur pretending to be the military. He went through
Space
actual
pirate.
special forces training. How to take bombs apart.
Mine's just more how to find fuckers when they don't want to be found.
Yeah.
Right, so let's see if these can be diffused.
Hang on a moment.
Hang on, I get another momentum, right?
Yes, you do.
Yeah!
From that second roll.
To spend on these systems that are the system.
Okay.
How does focus work?
Focus only comes in if you roll the number of your focus or lower.
Yeah.
You get an extra momentum, or it counts as an extra success. Okay, so you'll have a difficulty 1 acrobatics test to carefully approach the pile of rocks without disturbing it.
You didn't say that, did you?
Oh, it's not the game.
It's a booby trap, or it looks like one.
And you don't have any experience with them.
Yep,
So
solid 8.
You do use athletics.
Yeah.
yeah,
Because you've got to.
because you've got to approach the thing without jostling the ground enough.
Athletics
Yeah.
is different from acrobatics.
Still 10, like, but at least I've got one in there.
Well, no, because it really doesn't matter because your agility's already 10 anyway. So
Yeah.
Right, be an acrobat.
Many dice?
Stunners with
2.
See, for the athletics, then I would try athletics is sort of.
No, it's a hard fail.
That's a hard
Fail
part
both.
too.
that's
Right.
Hard.
The pile of
Sneak up
You
on
have to
the
declare
rock.
it before.
you have to declare before you roll.
Right, okay.
So, the pile of rocks jiggles, falls over, and there's a loud clanging noise.
This is some low
Then everything settles.
fool of a took.
Appears to have had a big bit of metal put in it so it would go clang if anyone went near it.
Ah, I see.
Did we have the option of not going near this rock?
No,
Not really, they're dotted about the car park.
Okay.
We freeze and see if anything happens.
Nothing appears to be happening.
Well, it may as well go in guns blazing now.
No. Well,
Says the man with no gun.
I've got 2 guns.
even me. Let's be honest.
I mean guns blazing, I mean special forces.
Remember, you're trying to rescue a kidnapped child.
Even knows
That will not.
the stealthy approach, the smart approach.
So we proceed to walk up and avoid the piles of rocks, I think. Anybody? Anybody in the other suggestions?
Yeah. No.
Pretty solid suggestion, I feel. Yeah. Ducking and weaving, ducking and weaving.
Everyone, another acrobatics test to see whether or not you kick anything else over.
Don't focus.
Yeah, but you
One-
passed, so that'll do. You only need 1 success.
1 success, 1 fail.
Yeah.
2 success.
1 success.
Yeah.
Like super success.
Anyone not get a success?
I got 1 success and 1 fail.
That's enough.
Yeah.
So, congratulations.
We didn't kick over
You didn't sound like a marching band on the way in.
Could have just been a cat.
Yep.
Excellent.
You're just going to have to hope that the one clang is sort of average for animals moving about during the day and nobody's really noticed you.
Yes.
Open.
Cross your fingers.
Let's go like that.
Right.
Okay, so we're up at the door, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Did Hinklers look rusty?
One set appears to have been heavily used, enough that I'm not even going to make you roll to notice this.
Excellent.
Is it locked?
Yes.
Just because you asked.
Hey, somebody's thievery lockpicking skills coming into effect.
Is thievery count as lockpicking?
It would fall under it, yeah.
I don't want to break the law here. I know how Duncan feels about me trying to break the law.
When have you ever had an issue?
It's just
I've never played a thief before. This is my first time playing.
Your character. He was a corsair. When do you
Yes,
think
a
he
sexy
has
space pirate. That's what they were.
break the law?
Yeah.
Yep.
Successes.
You have successfully opened the door. No, you don't get another momentum for that.
Do you not get one every time you get success?
No, you get one every. Yeah, you get one every time you get surplus successes. You needed 2 successes for that one.
Okay.
With the agility test, you needed 1 success. If you'd got a second one,
Or
you
if I
would
got a
have.
focus.
Yeah, or if one of them had been a 1, you would have got the. Yeah.
Alright.
So, with your success, you're able to open the door quietly. So,
Are there lights on inside?
No,
it's murky, it's lit by the...
Spotlights.
No, we're talking about the skylights are kind of manky. There is some light getting in because it's daytime.
Excellent. Do you want to sneak in?
Iron plan help in dark situations.
No, it's augmented reality. It'll help you to keep track of where everybody else is.
I want to stealth.
Well, why don't we wait for the one person who's nearly invisible to have a look first?
Yes.
Right.
Literally impossible to see guy. Let's send him in. Please.
Spending
I
a
can
minute.
sneak, but don't sneak very well.
No, that's my
I was wondering what that one was.
well, that's my momentum dice.
Think for something that's special.
Well, I think what I'm going to do first is ready my rifle, just in case.
That
Okay.
kind of special.
You're the angry type of special forces.
And then we'll sneak in.
I'm the kind of special forces that sneak up behind you.
I'm just a normal special forces.
I've got a suit.
You do?
Me too.
Right, so you're sneaking in.
Actually, you don't even have a suit.
Got an EV suit. When it comes to spacewalking, I'll be there.
Sneaky person. Go
Right. Who's sneaked in?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Difficulty
backup.
1 for now.
Passes.
Right. How far in are you trying to go for the moment?
Until it becomes
Just
difficulty 2.
A general scout about just to see what it's like for the
Just
guys.
far enough to see what's going on.
Yes.
Right.
Beware these 2 rooms on either side.
So, as you go in, you hang on a minute. I've lost my place. So the place hasn't been picked clean since it was abandoned. So there's still equipment, boxes of stuff knocking about. It looks like they were in the process of packing up when the place got seized by the bank and sealed. But they never bothered to actually clear out the assets.
Don't steal that.
They look too big.
Yeah.
I'll pick anything small and nice.
This place used to be used for the manufacture of cubes. So,
Cubes expensive.
so the equipment in here would allow someone to upload a personality onto a cube.
And
Th-
the cube.
This
He needs a cube. Get him a cube.
this is probably why Rimbod's set up here.
Which is. Well, we'll do it.
Steal
And then
lots of stuff.
once that's done. Maybe let him steal lots of stuff.
That's not about stealing. I'm trying to get Andrew a cube. Trying to get Casper.
Okay. There appears to be paper drawings stuck to everything.
Of what?
Weird. Some of them are just scribbles. Some of them seem to show something which looks like the Tree of Life. It's just doodles, though. Some of
Sounds fanatic.
It's cocaine.
Sounds about a little bit hinty.
We're all sneaking then.
Right, so I take it these are doors in the actual.
No, they're just openings.
Oh, they're just openings.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Are there
sneak
any?
in and have a look?
Sorry?
Do I need an observation test just to see if there's anything sneaking about
Yeah, go for it.
before the rest of them come clambering in like elephants?
No.
Oh, sweet irony.
Notice nothing.
No.
Right, so
There are
Nice.
piles of stuff and boxes dotted about the place, but
I don't care. I don't care.
nothing appears to be moving, not even the dust.
I will attempt to sneak in.
There is a trail of footprints leading off in the dust, which isn't terribly surprising given that you came through a frequently used door.
I will attempt to sneak in.
Okay,
Just a single success. This
single success.
one success.
That'll do you.
Very close to not.
So, how far forward are you?
Just as far forward as I'm.
The other side for the doorway.
Yeah.
There you go.
Anyone else?
I stealthily whisper, try to observe something, because this one's rubbish.
Yes. Well,
One success. One success.
That'll do you. Oh yeah.
right, I will try to observe shit going on too.
Yep. One success. Yeah.
No.
You observe lots of doodles and piles of stuff.
Where's observation?
Some of it appears to be broken or partially dismantled machinery.
14.
So stop.
Yeah. But as opposed to neatly stacked boxes, there's heaps of crap as well.
Can I have a look for hacking devices?
Actual heaps of crap securities, like the kind of stuff.
Yes, you can.
Is that the hacking that's in there?
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
2 successes.
2 successes. Once again, there doesn't appear to be anything. There's no signals in the air, nothing. It's weirdly quiet.
Was that difficult?
Stealth 8.
That was, yes.
Yeah, I'm waiting till you've absolutely cleared the room and I'll walk in.
Come on in, it's fine. Right, so shall I sneak in a bit further then?
Yes.
Please.
I'm going to
Still going to be
cover.
difficult 1 or difficult 2?
Still difficult.
You have to enter if you want to cover.
Success times 2.
Yeah.
Bonus and focus.
Yep.
So that's 3.
Yep. So plus 2 momentum.
Bonus.
Right.
Maximum minute.
6. How far would you like to go?
Probably sweep the rings as we go. You want me to clear corners? Is that what it is? Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
Yes,
I've pointed out that I've just pointed out that there's one trail of footprints.
so I'll just follow the
one
footprints
following the trail of
up
footprints.
to the point where I may get noticed.
Right.
Until it becomes difficulty 3.
So
I think that's classified as metagaming.
you're still not seeing anything other than the fact that the trail of footprints does that and disappears out of sight.
Okay, so I may as well sneak up to the corner there so that I can actually see where that
Okay.
corner. Success. Times 2.
Right. Have another momentum. Peek around the corner.
Attempt to sneak
And then
up
Right.
and cover
I need to
him.
observe them, won't I?
Before you even attempt to observe, you notice that there is an absolutely awful smell of blood and shit and death about the place.
Come on, man.
Sneak up to support.
It has a distinctly abattoir or even abattoirs bins
I
smell.
still think it's a good idea to sweep everywhere. That's just me though. Just leaving empty holes behind us. Yes, I'm sneaking over to have a look. Yeah.
That'll do it.
Lots of successes.
Yeah. Congratulations, Greg. You found a room full of old furniture.
Gumtree action. Okay.
There are desks and chairs.
Right. So
I'm just going to walk in.
Yeah, I'm just walking in.
I'm not going to use stealth.
Yeah.
so we're gonna have
I'm
to.
going forward.
This is a ledge
Yep.
above.
Yep.
So
Oh, yeah.
Stay here so we can shoot down.
I get
There's
that.
a guy there. And then if you can't see anyone,
Drawings on the walls, are any of them technical?
No.
Okay, just check. Alright. Might be technical.
No, they're decidedly not technical.
Probably psychological.
They are a little bit, but not enough that you're massively concerned at this stage.
Any religious iconography?
It's someone's religious iconography.
Right, that kind of place.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Kind of upside down crosses.
right, so we still stealthing.
Somebody started off with crosses and tried to turn them into trees of life.
Ah, right, the crazy kind. I see.
Oh,
Okay.
There's only one of them.
Attempt to observe and make sure there's no people in the next wee section that can see
Okay.
I will also attempt that.
Okay.
One success.
One success. You can't see anybody. Again, there's piles of junk dotted about the place. There's some boxes, which I suppose someone could be in one. If they are, they're fucking quiet. And they've been there for a while because there's dust all over it.
And also not likely in a place like that.
Do we see where the footprints go?
Yeah, I'll just continue to follow the trail.
Should
Okay.
we catch up a bit first?
It
Do we roll or?
Right.
depends. Are you trying to sneak, or are you just?
Yeah,
Hunt for
that'd
the
be
what?
sneaky.
What you've observed, haven't you?
Yes.
Right, so what do we know about this room that Dave's observed?
It has boxes and piles of junk.
So we can't. There's no visible aspect.
no visible
of
threat.
So
There are
we-
visible things big enough to conceal a threat,
But then I'm also carrying heavy
but
Are there any footprints anywhere else apart from directly where we're following?
they sort of spread out a bit. There's more scuffs through the stuff, but it all sort of vaguely heads in the same direction.
So
It's not-
unlikely there's people hiding behind the boxes.
You can walk around them.
also carrying an armor piece with
Yes, you
technically illegal round.
Right, in that
You
case,
just quietly walk. You don't
Yes.
need to sneak. Just quietly.
As long as you.
Quietly walk
I'll
forward.
take my shoes off.
Huh?
Yep.
No, actually, considering it's a
that you wanna run forward?
I'll take my shoes off. Thinking it through.
Yeah.
Why is Xander hiding at the back? Which one's Xander?
Andrew?
Yeah.
Right, so I guess I will continue to
Nope, the
follow
wall.
the trail of.
Yeah, right. You can see down from there.
No.
Right?
Follow the
What?
trail of the
It's a wall.
Yeah, put me over beside
Like
David.
a,
No, that's why I have to go all the way
That's
to
why I
that
went
corner.
round to get down through the access.
That's an access way. That's an access way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
I will
Follow
continue
the
to
trail.
follow
And then
the
I'll follow
trail.
behind.
Okay.
How many successes?
Still just the one.
oh, 20 is a heat.
Education.
Yeah.
But in fact, you know what?
Stubs his toe.
I'm going to re-roll that. Let's
All right.
Nice.
2 successes.
2 successes.
Two successes.
Does that mean
for
it
me.
doesn't cost you anything?
What?
Well, it means that there's no complications.
It means that I
You
don't
want
start
complications.
generating heat because there wouldn't be any major complications to you.
I fall behind.
Scuttling down successfully.
2 successes.
That'll do you.
Are we all just sneaking forward?
I would let them sneak forward and see if I were you. I shouldn't be helping.
I'm going to move up to the door.
I will attempt to observe something this time.
Yeah.
Nailed it. 2 successes.
Right.
Right, shit's about to go down. He's
Four
just moved,
successes.
Yep.
just moved
Yep.
Xander forward.
The really oppressive smell is getting worse.
Okay.
This is why I've got the mask.
Yep.
I'm going to ready my
And
combat,
even you can smell it.
loading shotgun.
I'm a medic.
That's how bad it is. Okay.
I'm a medic. I'm used to it.
What was that?
I'm a medic. I'm used to it.
No, this isn't fresh bodies. This
This
is
is decomposed.
this is like out the back
This
of an
is the
abattoir
travel
where nobody
picture.
ever takes the bins away.
Yeah,
This
what
is
the
the
hell were you
travel
treating that you were surrounded by?
Sorry?
This is the travel pits of the antipode dwarves.
Yeah, this is that kind of smell.
Alright, we need to get.
I,
so,
I
okay.
maintain my position behind the wall.
Behind the guns.
Nailed it.
Continue to follow the footprints then. Still 1 success.
Successes.
Yeah.
2 successes.
2 successes.
I don't think I can generate any more momentum.
How many momentum can you generate?
6.
And he's got 6.
I never have to.
Except for me.
Right. So, as you carry on down the room, the smell is getting worse.
Shit, I don't have a respirator anymore.
No.
Put on the EV suit.
You've not got it. No.
That will not
I
do
don't
subtle.
smell crap. I got fresh O2 in my canister.
Also, bear in mind you've had to come right here from scooting about town. So while I'm prepared to believe you carried your rifle about with you, I doubt you had a heavy machine gun with you.
Where?
I'm prepared to accept a rifle with a collapsible stock in a backpack.
You guys are sneaking, aren't you? So I'll sneak as well. 1 success.
Yep.
To be fair, though,
Congratulations, you haven't kicked anything over on your way down there.
deadly.
I'm going to walk in.
It's going to work quietly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also going to walk in, but I will hide behind boxes. I know my position in this group. At the back, behind the boxes.
2 success.
Right, okay, so I suppose I'll need to sneak up to about here then, so I
Okay.
can peek round the corner,
Okay.
see what's going about. 1 success, 2 success,
1 success for this.
2 success.
Okay. You can see the edge of some sort of markings on the floor. Somebody has swept the dust and dirt out of this room.
Damn it!
And has been painting on the floor. There's
Have they painted it arrows?
no, they've painted a sort of rough circle,
Circle.
or at least you can see the edge of a curve, which might be a circle.
Pointed star.
There's also a big red splatter on the floor.
Definitely don't go in the circle.
No.
It seems very demonic summoning.
David, if you maybe want to walk to the other.
Are there any?
Yeah, so move away from that
I was going
entrance.
to say, is there any footprints going to the other one?
Two
No.
successes.
No.
No. Clearly, somebody's been using.
Just that
We
one.
will attempt to observe. I think that might actually be 2 successes. It is 2 successes.
Good. What you can see sort of confirms that this might be a circle, and you can see some older splattery marks on the floor.
Right, I'm going to follow it on.
Okay.
Where is this circle?
Spot the
Oh, no,
circle.
that's what it is, though. Yeah.
Well, there's a big circle painted around it, but yeah.
Gotcha. Cool.
Tried to keep it at least vaguely looking like what it's supposed to.
Good.
Which way are you going, Duncan?
Is there is there a box closer?
There's a box here.
Yep, that's what I'll be behind.
So that's just a solid wall, so that makes
Yeah.
no difference.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
You're standing
Yeah.
these dodgy marked ones.
They tend to be warning lines, so
Hazard markings.
yeah, maybe not directly on the hazard.
Alright, I'll put you in the middle though, so you've got the option of running either way.
Nice. Or, importantly, away from either way.
Okay.
You've got a gun, right? Or have you just got your sword?
I've got to go.
It's got a bow.
Yes.
Is your bow still in its bag?
It's getting, my hand's getting twitchy.
Right.
I'm very nervous at this
didn't
stage.
smell that and go,
Everybody
maybe I
is sneaking, and I can't sneak, and I'm getting nervous. I am getting nervous.
I'm not sleeping. I'm not walking.
The fact that
No, but you're way more heavily armed than me.
the fact that I put together my rifle
To be
before you can get into
to be fair, if it's got a collapsible stock, putting it together was
and putting barrel buckle.
depends how long it is.
Yeah, my weapon's out. As soon as I stepped in, it was broken.
Can't say that in a 10.
I'm not taking my weapon out.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
Means you can run away fast.
Partly that, yes. But partly, it means I can speak to people and not have a
Did you
weapon.
look into the Banshee round?
Sorry?
The Banshee round?
No.
What they could be put on?
No.
No. That's alright. It's fine.
Yep.
We'll find out later.
Yep. So,
It means I don't have anything to
Been doing the
on anyone.
follow.
Yeah.
Um,
You for?
right, so how does this work? So can we see
right.
all this? So,
This section of grid here is wall.
Okay.
So you can see two there, and you can see that there's a passageway down either end.
Right. What way did Crippets go?
Sorry?
What way did...
This whole room's been swept to make so that
It's
the paint
like
can
they
stick to
were.
the floor.
It's like they were planning this.
Paint.
Some of it's paint. There's way too much for it all. Also, the fact that bits of it are green and blue suggests some of it might not be blood.
So how far can I see from where I am there?
From where you are, there you can see down that edge fairly well.
Maybe just that way. So I suppose I'm going to sneak, or attempt to sneak down to here.
Right.
Maybe here, just so I can see a wee bit better.
Okay. You want to?
Is this a wall as well?
No. This is. Or observation, and then I'll tell you what you can see. Exactly what you
I need
can.
need to sneak there first. So 1 success, 2 success.
1 success.
One success. Okay, so I'll reroll that one. Critical success. Okay.
So now, observation.
Yeah.
And we'll spend the momentum for that.
Okay.
Because I can.
Alright, so I got a success, but I generated a complication.
Okay. I'll take a note of that.
Do a bit of
Okay. So. Pardon me. So, there is some sort of ritual circle painted on the floor in multicoloured paint. There are dark spots at 7 points around the edge of the circle.
So we get.
That's it.
And there's a pile of stuff in the middle. Not specifically biological stuff, just junk.
Just stuff.
What you would identify as junk, but clearly someone thinks it's important.
Work a bit.
Right.
I'm gonna find them.
I'll come round that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Falkirk.
That gets the big one.
And he knows because you're further away from the rest of the rooms.
You don't remember the course of the application, follow you off the wall.
Right.
I'm going to go for education.
Education.
Yeah, I'm going to try and see if I can work out if it's a cult or something.
If it's a cult. If it's a cult.
Well, what kind of cult it is?
A fucking crazy cult.
Is it possible?
You can try. You'll need 2 successes though.
That'll be 2 successes.
Congratulations. It seems like some sort of weird offshoot of Christianity. There is a distinctly cross motif in everything that you're seeing. It's not necessarily the main thing, but it's always there. It's the most consistent thing. So there's something Christian going on, or something which started out Christian.
Can I also educate, and because of my religious background, learn more about it?
No.
No.
You're not going to get anything more out of it.
Because I just made it up.
You do realise that this is literally... This whole evening is that. Okay? That's all you get in terms of freaking notes. I'm making the rest of this up as I
Right,
go
okay.
along.
Let's move swiftly onwards.
Okay? I think I'm doing well. You've taken bloody ages to get anywhere.
Going into the
Because we are intensely paranoid.
Probably wise.
The pile of junk in the middle,
Yeah.
it is junk. There's nothing
It's-
of any
It
notice or worth being there to be observed.
If they're
No, you're talking bits of wood, bits of steel, bits of plastic twisted into rough assemblages of crosses and such like, and then apparently haphazardly thrown into a heap.
Oh, interesting.
You made it.
Right.
okay, into the circle.
No.
No!
Magic here, so I'm gonna sneak
Yeah.
up to. I'm pretty sure. So, that's the back room.
Thinky.
Okay. Okay. You'll need 2 successes now.
You bring them back. We'll form a line. You bring them back. We shoot them down.
Well, to be fair, if you hold up until I get down to there,
I'll start spending momentum.
It's amazing that nobody wants to investigate anything to do with the circle.
So I'm going to investigate. I want to see if there's
plenty of them here, they can do that.
Yeah.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
5 successes.
Excessive, I feel.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely snuck all the way there. You need 2 successes if you want to do that sneakily.
to there.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. I'll use it momentum.
Basically, as soon as you cross the spine.
Yes.
Yep.
That was 3 successes.
That'll do.
Now, what do I need to roll to investigate this?
And to there, I'm assuming the same.
Sorry?
To there, I'm assuming the same.
Hang on a minute. Let's let him do a little bit of investigating first.
I'm an investigative journalist. That's what I do.
Says the crazy space pirate.
What is that against? Pirate came afterwards.
Hang on a minute.
That came after.
I can't remember what all the things are.
Observation would be awareness. Or
It's
analysis.
not my thing. It's not my thing. Analysis.
No, this
So you had a sweet
yeah, he does.
education.
Which
Education's slightly better.
no, this would definitely be analysis.
All right.
What's your
Shall I
analysis?
spend the momentum? 13. Shall I spend the momentum? I spend the momentum.
How many successes does he need?
You'll be wanting 2 for this
Yeah.
to get.
Can I assist?
You can if you go over beside him.
Yeah, I will proceed to beside him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
3 successes. And if I had a focus, it'd be more.
yeah,
Analysis.
yeah.
Yeah, fails out.
Okay.
Thanks.
Right.
It's okay, I did it anyway.
Despite his bumbling efforts, you have.
Fumbling?
No, his bumbling efforts. Despite his bumbling efforts, you have successfully discovered that there is DNA in the spatter marks, some of which belongs to Marcus.
Oh, shit.
Well, this is not good.
It's not going to go well.
Right.
Right, I'm going to stay on that side of the spine. I'm going to move up.
Okay.
Right, I will.
One moment. I just need to look something up, which I can't remember what page it's on.
Okay.
2 successes to sneak up to there.
Okay. You successfully sneak up to there, and before anybody else rolls anything, let me check something.
I know you checking the back room. How come I'm the fucking Clem's bodyguard? What's going on?
You're his meat shield.
I'm just the shot.
Right. So
Just better hope I hit.
Makes a change.
Is Marx's DNA in the circle?
Well, it's in some of
Is it
the.
red coloured DNA?
Yes, it's red coloured DNA.
As opposed to...
Is it fresh red coloured DNA?
I'm pretty sure we can call it blood.
Yeah.
Now we've established a type of DNA. If we're talking white DNA, not interested.
You
Right.
like?
I'll check that with him anyway.
I am not lighting that up.
No, I'm not. Go
So,
on there.
I've had to go to the back room, mate.
Right. Again, junk. Lots of junk. Now,
Where's the bit that they make the cubes in? Is that the back?
hold on. Before anybody does anything else. Okay. One of you is going to need to take an awareness test.
Who's one of the people at the
I would suggest you nominate the person with the highest awareness.
Well, mine's is 9. Mine's is
13 for Greg.
Is that analysis then? Observation.
Just awareness.
The top one. Like
Oh, okay, yeah, just straight 13. Is that the top one?
13.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey!
2 successes. Right.
Oh, wait, hang on, what? Yeah.
Congratulations, you won.
I didn't know you were going to dice it off. I would have spent momentum if I'd known that.
Because you roll too quickly, that's the problem. Always ask eager to roll. Ask questions first.
Well, no, this was, I couldn't really answer many questions. This was to see whether or not you spot the ambush.
Did I get momentum for that?
No, but you did spot the ambush. Which means the ambush is not nearly as successful as it would have been.
Contact.
Right. These are supposed to be robots. Just to be clear. But I don't have enough robots. I don't have any robots.
I've got 2 wee fast bandits.
Yeah, they're not nearly enough.
No!
They start appearing out of the piles of junk.
See, you should
Damn it, Greg.
search it, damn it.
Somewhere over in that room.
I was going to steal stuff.
2 of them.
Oh dear.
Gun him down.
Yeah, Xander's fine.
Back corner.
It's us who I'm concerned about. Everybody else, pretty goofy.
You have a gun, right?
I have a boat.
Couldn't be worse. And he didn't take it out.
You've got spare pistols.
And he didn't take the
I have a
bullet.
pistol.
That's still not unpacked.
There's no cereal that can't be traced.
They're awfully noisy.
Oh dear, what shame, never mind.
If it's noise you're worried about, it's about to get loud. We're inside and there's about to be some semi-automatics going on.
Semi-automatic?
Fuck, John Wick is right next to us.
They're all exactly the same stats, I wouldn't freak.
They're all John Wick.
They're all really not.
No.
Right.
Hello folks, as I said at the beginning, little advert for the Falkirk War Games Club's Carronade show. It's on May the 11th of this year. It's at Graham High School in Falkirk. So if you're in the Central Belt at that point, Scottish Central Belt that is, it's a great show to go to. It's family friendly, it's getting bigger every year. There's loads of traders. You know, you've got Games Workshop, you've got Warlord, you've got, you know, all types of ancient figures and periods and stuff. We've got a flea market, so if you want to sell your stuff, get in soon because it's opening up soon and the places go quickly. What else? Public participation games, display games, and some of the companies always have a display game of their own game. I will be there. I will be doing the Glasgow District Wargamer Society's. It's an Italian invasion of Yugoslavia during World War II. I haven't built any of the terrain for it. I might bring some along so you can see it for yourself. So come along, say hello, and you know, get pictures, whatever you want. But yeah, highly recommend you come along if you're in Falkirk or in the Central Belt on May the 11th. Carronade, Falkirk District Wargames Club website has all the details. Yeah, hope you guys are enjoying, and I hope to see you there. And that is us back to the game.
Fortunately for you, Rimbod has jumped the gun and started his sermon before the robots jumped you. These are sort of half-assed modifications of the original loading equipment that was in the factory. They were crude androids for packing boxes.
Vendor units.
More or less, yeah. However, he starts his sermon, which is blaring over hardwired loudspeakers in the building. The way he's going suggests this has happened before. He starts shouting, "Adam Cadman was the first man. Did you know that? Of course not. Understand that Aleph has always been with us. For what is Aleph, if not a facet of God? Behold the Sephiroth, for through it God sees himself and the world. But your simple minds cannot comprehend only the face of the Demiurge. The true Aleph has not yet come, and yet, in the way of God, it has always been. You bear witness to the birth of the true Aleph, and I, Rimbod, am prophet that heralds his coming. Your blood is a sacrifice, not a meaningless death. May all such be as fortunate."
I choose to express my disgust at this religious rhetoric. It is obviously false.
How did I not
choose
pick
to
up all these robots
My
with my hacking skills?
Basically, when he gets about halfway down that, the robots pop up, which is
That's probably how you became aware of the ambush.
Yes.
If I was a badass hacker, I'd just hack them all. Right, turn on your master.
David wants to shoot stuff. Go ahead.
so.
And then hack stuff to
Yeah, you go ahead, Dave. Fill your boots.
Is the bad guy here, or is he just chatting over loudspeaker?
He's not made himself known yet.
Okay.
Bearing in mind the bad guy is a robot.
So I might want to not
Bad,
destroy him.
bad guy's still over here.
Okay.
Hasn't he?
Maybe try and not kill all of them.
Right, they're loading robots.
Yeah, kill them.
Can I hand off a pistol?
So, in terms of ranges, what are we for?
Close. Everything's very close.
What are you? Obviously, close will be
Close,
reach will be within one.
Reach would be within one. Close, I'd say out to maybe half a dozen,
So they're in close range.
mostly.
Right. See, for every range band out with your optimal range in your weapon, it's an extra
Difficulty to hit.
Yes, I also have marksman, which means it's not.
No, that means you get to reroll an extra d20 for every ballistic skill that you have. That's what that is.
Yeah.
I do have.
I think he's got another skill.
I've got a thing for that too.
Sure he does. Yeah.
Yes, I have clear shot,
Nice.
which means
You can shoot
my
stuff.
optimal range is medium. So one outside and
Each way is still plus.
So you find a range.
While we were discussing that, we should take two targets.
So for your
I'm gonna shoot
pistols,
him.
it's
Reach
and
or
then
close.
once I've shot him, I'm going to with the
Boarding shotgun is
claymore.
close. So I'm in optimal range.
Right.
Tell me
So,
you're in reach.
Shot him already.
so you're shooting the one directly in front of you.
I'm going to use an extra dice.
Okay.
so you're wasting a reload on that.
No, I'm using momentum rather than a reload. You can't do that, can you?
If I only
Yes,
have
you can.
defensive hacking.
Rather than
My
using a
abilities.
reload, use a momentum.
Yep.
Just want to make sure it
Yes.
dies.
Yes. Basically, a reload is like a momentum you can keep in a box, but you have to use it for one
Oh,
thing.
they're all hits.
So 3
In
successes.
fact, that is not quite that focus, but
So
yeah, 3 successes.
So, you're within what counts as your optimal range, yeah?
Walk.
Right. So, difficulty 2, so you generate 1 momentum from that.
There's a momentum.
How do you, are you storing it, are you spending it, what are you doing with it?
Well, was it? Does that mean I can keep shooting?
What? No, not quite. Hang on a minute, I'm trying to look up, I've got notes on all the shit you can do with momentum somewhere. I'm sure I
Well,
have.
let's be fair, I get to roll 2 extra damage dice at range. So,
So the robot.
and
So if
already.
there were other people close by, you could have spent 2
Yep.
momentum to carry damage.
Yep. Yeah.
It's vicious ones. So.
Right,
That's the
so
It makes effects for that.
you can
We're actually in a tough spot.
you can improve the quality
Your
to
foot.
basically turn the momentum into extra damage, or into an extra damage dice if you want it.
Could give me 4 damage dice.
It's up to you, or you can
It's
store
a
it.
standard action for me to give
Okay,
I've got 5
muggins
momentum.
here a pistol.
I've got a
fair
bow.
enough.
So, and I
His
get to
bow is
reroll.
actually reasonable.
Okay,
Okay. What one's?
yeah, that's what he wants though.
Oh, okay.
One's
1, 1, 2,
Really,
4.
one kick would have been 6s. That's pretty good.
how much damage?
5, 6, 7. The 2s.
2s or 2s, yeah.
ones are ones, twos are twos.
4s is nothing.
4's not anything.
3, 4, 5 is nothing.
Yeah,
I reroll that.
yeah.
Nice.
2, 4, 6, 11.
11, yeah. Just take it
I
off.
think he's just exploded.
Yeah. Congratulations! Your first burst of fire basically rips enough bits out of it that it just becomes a pile of scrap.
Right, I'm going to shoot the two guys in front of me.
Okay.
And then unnumber the claymore.
So, what's your range band for that?
That's,
Rifle.
The rifles are medium.
Medium. Right. So you'll be difficulty 3.
difficulty 3.
Yeah.
Because you're 1, 2.
You're still in close.
Oh wow, so you do have to actually spend momentum.
You'd be better off.
I could hit something further away with
Yeah.
a shotgun that just gets really difficult.
Yeah.
No,
You would be better off charge.
no. Close combat is
No good.
not good.
There's no chance that any of these wee robots could be wee
Combat's
markets.
not bad. It's the same as combat.
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Okay, worried about that. I don't want to explain that one.
No. We're talking about. You see now, robot, the old robots. There's no way there's a guy hiding inside that.
Alright.
There's the knee joints and shit are way too.
critical.
Being too focused.
Do you have
One, 2, and 1, 3.
Do you have a focus on it?
I have got a
Focus 3.
No, you don't.
Sorry.
Focus 1, focus 1. It's a critical if you got a 1.
Yeah.
Like, you need focus 2 for a 1 and a 2 to be a critical.
Yeah.
You need focus 3 for 1, 2, 3 to be
So,
Yeah.
Right, I've got one focus in ballistic.
Right, so
You
you're
need
not
to use the
you're not
little
going
dice.
Yeah.
Right. So we're rolling the dice.
I'll let you have it, but I'm.
Well, next time.
Yeah.
Take an 8.
Remember rules.
Yep.
But it cost.
Yep.
I spent half of momentum. Right, 2 targets.
Right.
But hold on. You do that after. You need to.
You need to hit
them
first.
at all first. Roll the extra dice and see if you actually hit them at all.
11.
Right. Sorry, that's a miss. So you didn't hit them at all.
Didn't hit them at all.
No.
No.
Because you needed 3 successes to hit anybody. You're firing in a dark, manky, dusty place at things which are just popping out of the ground. So you've panicked and sprayed some bullets about the place.
Well, no, I'm thinking I might charge him.
Which is fun.
With what? Your wee sword
Sword King.
against a metal robot.
Hang on a minute, you've not got your sword cane yet. You're picking it up after this job, remember?
Would you like me to shotgun him into the face?
No, I will be told out.
Okay, I'll let you do that first, because if you don't, I'll do that just to safeguard an escape route for
I
you.
appreciate that.
Just worry about the old granny with the shotgun.
So I'm whipping out my bow.
Go on, Hawkeye.
Yeah, don't get confident here. 9.
Yeah, and you're in an optimal range band, are you?
See? Excellent. So it should be 6.
Yeah, that'll do you.
Still one of those. Got momentum. I thought we get.
You want to borrow one of mine?
No, he spent quite a lot of it towards the end of last
You want
time.
to borrow one of mine? Have one of mine.
Alright.
Yeah, because I want you to kill them so that I don't die.
There we go.
1 hit.
That would be enough.
1 complication.
Yeah.
Complicated.
So I hit something. It may have been Greg.
Be thankful Greg's behind you.
The bow twanged backwards.
So yeah, 1. So I'm assuming I miss. A solid miss.
Am I shotgunning?
Yeah, you have done what Xander did and sprayed the wall with bullets.
I threw an arrow at him and
yeah.
it bounced off of him.
I don't know, there's wooden boxes over there. It might be in one of them.
Might get it back. Right, shall I attempt to shotgun John Wick?
Yeah.
How difficult is it?
Why do you keep on calling him John Wick?
He's dressed like John Wick.
Given that miniature's female, I'm finding it quite amusing.
Oh fuck, it's Kate Beckinsale from fucking Underworld.
Celine. Dumbass.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you.
Celine Dion, she ain't in that film.
Shoot them.
Celine.
I need 3.
Impresses.
You need. You need.
Never actually watched
Yeah,
Underworld?
you will need 3. No, you'll only need 2 successes at that range.
Still better off rolling 3 dice, right?
Yeah.
That's just us.
You're on effectively needing 15.
That's not bad. Shotgun helps. Just
2 successes. So you've hit. So damage is
1 plus 5.
1 plus 5. So 5.
That's 5 dice.
It's a shotgun. It's a shotgun at optimal range.
It's a boarding shotgun.
Yeah.
Do you get any bonuses?
Knockdown, medium, multi.
That only affects if you
That's only
start.
if you get the effect. Which he does not. Well, he gets 2 damage.
So 1,
4 or 5 don't do anything.
No, they don't do anything.
There will be you've got plus 3 to your range damage. So range thing plus 3.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Damage bonus, so that's 5 points of damage.
5.
3 infinity, so you have to roll another 3
No. No.
Plus
It's plus a. That's
It's
it.
like vicious
6 damage. That
Yeah.
doesn't sound like a lot.
So how much are we at
6.
total? 6. Right.
Does he get knocked back at least on his ass?
No, because you didn't roll a 6.
You need to go 6.
Ah, well,
Right. But
I tried. Now he's angry.
right. So
We need
it's
to stop shooting these guys.
Yeah.
Something's happening.
no. That's me taking a note of how much damage you've done to that one. I didn't need to note down how much damage he did. It disappeared. What you've done is blown one of its arms off. It's pissed.
It's alright. It's a robot. I can't get this.
Yes, it can.
Challenge accepted.
It's an android, it's not
yeah.
a robot.
And these ones are kind of roboty.
They're robotic. Still got
Save
that.
us. You have to use your skills to take them all down right now.
Right.
Ideally, the ones near us.
Actually,
The one.
I suppose it depends on whether or not I've been infected. That's the question.
Because he's in the
He's still stealth.
Yeah.
chameleon stuff.
Hold on.
But almost out. It's a face-to-face roll, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dun, dun.
Let me just check the stats for this thing.
Just.
It's sort of aware of you, but not very much.
It can. So is it going to go for me? Rather than him?
No, because it's facing the wrong way. It's going to go for an investigate, but it's not.
going to attack.
It's noticed something moving over there, but bear in mind he keeps bringing back different bodies that are all him. So it's not identified a threat. It's identified a. I need to go see what that is.
Again, I've got
You, on the other hand, have been positively identified as a threat.
Positively
On the plus
identified
side,
as a
briefly, positively identified.
No, there's another one. Saw him do it.
Oh, then go fuck
Kill
it
the
up.
hobbit. Kill the hobbit.
I'm going to have to charge it and attack it.
Oh, is it Hobbit?
That one is, yeah. Well, it's dwarf.
Charging and attacking, bring it. What you got?
My close combat's far better than my shit. Because it's based on agility,
And your agility sky
and my
high.
agility is needed for my stealth.
Bring it.
So, 3 successes.
Right. Hold on a minute.
To be fair, my close combat.
Yeah, that'll be 3 successes for you.
So,
It was trying to fight back, but it's not very good at it.
It's good at loading stuff.
It's exceedingly good if you want boxes stacked.
Yeah.
it's not that great.
Three's count, aren't they?
No. 3
That
spots
was
and
4, 5,
5s.
6. Okay.
1, 2,
3
6.
spots and 5s don't count.
So
6
that
is something you
goes
do.
to
They got 1, 2, or
4
6.
damage.
And I'm the only person that gets to reroll.
If I got a 6, it would have been awesome.
If you got a 6, it would be in.
It would be up.
Can with her.
Although it is Breaker, what does Breaker do? Although that may not
That's,
because it's
yeah,
probably not that
condition.
much in the way of armor.
No. Breaker would mean that it could defend with its firewall or with its security rather than its armour.
which you don't want to go.
But the net effect is fuck all in this case. They're the same.
I needed Toxic, I needed a 6. That's what it is.
Toxic wouldn't have helped you. It's an entirely mechanical construct.
Raise only bio things.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's really, really difficult to poison steel.
Could be corrosive.
Not fast enough.
See you in 3 years.
Yeah. You'll know about this. It doesn't take anything like 3 years.
No, it does not.
But seawater.
Seawater just...
It's good at making stuff disappear.
Yes, it is.
You should see what happens in formaldehyde factories. Steel is technically soluble.
So we have effectively done nothing except today we've disintegrated a robot.
4.
I really hurt a boss. Right. Everybody has like awesome...
So
I could have you a pistol. You need a pistol.
you did do some
I'm
damage.
a combat monster. That's my job.
This is your...
I took off the
This is my arena.
Yeah.
Right, I'm assuming that thing's charging me.
Yeah, that's all of you gone, so... I get to go.
help.
Yes.
Right.
And shoot.
Right, I'll start with the one that's actually in combat on the basis that it's actually in combat.
I don't think I'm very good at getting hit.
So, it's going to try and hit you with its pipe. Well, its big, heavy, pipe-like arm. It might try that too. Okay, so... Yep, that's a hit.
Dodge.
You need to spend a momentum to react.
Dodge.
Okay. Did
dodge
you
is
get
a
2
skill.
successes there, yeah? Right, that fully...
Does that mean I get the momentum back?
No.
I want to dodge. Everything.
Says Mr. Rolling in momentum.
Because you do need momentum to react.
Is
So,
it in charge?
yes.
Is it far enough away?
It's close enough that it can
That's
move
what
to you as a minor action, so it'll then get to attack, yes. Okay. It's also got a big heavy lump of metal. To be fair, these are like perambulating forklifts, so the heavy lump of metal it can lift is actually heavier than you can pick up.
This could be problematic.
Yeah, pretty much.
I also have resistance 18. So.
Oh yeah, you are, yeah.
Resistance 18.
That is the one time it will be useful. Well done.
I also have focus.
Yep. So, it's going to try and hit you. Are you attempting any kind of reaction to this?
First dodge on.
Agility.
Athletic, acrobatics.
Yeah.
So agility.
I could. I'll try and...
Okay, so it'll cost you a momentum to try and do that.
2 dice. Oh, yes.
Right.
That should get a critical.
Nope. So, yeah, you've sidestepped that swing.
I feel this will not go as well for us.
I'm hoping
To
we
be
see
fair,
your suit and go.
your
He's
ability
worth
to
more.
sidestep is probably on a par with his, so... Anyway,
He doesn't have any momentum though.
No.
And I've already lent him some.
right. Anyway, this one is going to come after you.
So my bangles. Yeah, you heard me. I bought bangles to a gunfight.
Yeah.
Have parry 1.
Yeah.
That has no bearing in him about to hit me, does it?
It's still a reaction, so you still need the momentum.
You still need a momentum to be able to react to try and
Who's
parry.
got loads of momentum that you can lend him?
It would make you better. Well, it'll
If
depend
I-
on whether or not you're still about to get twatted.
Yeah. Just hold it a minute.
Because you're the one that's...
Why
So-
not use parry? Because they're different. Then
Yep.
I've got parry 2.
Right. So, it's going to try and hit you.
Bring it.
By the way, it's only about 50-50 whether or not it can hit you at all.
Fingers crossed.
So,
It hit me, didn't it? Really hard.
Does that mean we all get a heat?
no, it means I lose heat.
No.
It,
That's not
it
good.
did hit you, but it also burnt a load of my heat
Right?
because it's not very good. Apparently.
Bring it.
Don't say things like that. That was silly.
Here,
That was silly.
Right. So, 1 plus 6.
1 plus 6.
As I said.
Oh! 3. I'm going to die, aren't I?
4
So,
special effect.
5 damage, and you are stunned. So,
Face down, face up.
Where does he
roll
hit? That's
a
the question.
d20.
Yes. Need to see where you hit.
2.
That's the worst.
Yeah, the only place I have no armor.
So 5 damage to your head, which means that you also take an additional harm. Going to not lie them down, Greg. Metal models chip like fuck.
That comes off my resolve.
No, it's coming off your vigor.
Comes off your vigor.
I don't have much left. I have loads of firewall.
Yeah.
Hack me, please.
Can hurt. Actually, hold on.
Yep.
Can I use an infinity as momentum?
You can, yeah.
You can spend heat as momentum.
Yeah,
I want to
spend
give
the
him
heat.
more stuff though.
Just spend
And
it.
the infinity replenishes every session, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll use infinity.
What's
Okay.
Infinity do?
Yep, solid fail.
Still smack you up.
Yeah.
Right. So,
So you take 5 points of damage.
So-
Ow. And then because it's 5 points of damage in one go, you take a wound.
Yeah, that
You
would
don't want to continue to take.
I'd be at less than 50% bigger if I took 5 damage.
Yeah.
Because once you've
I'm gonna
taken
try
a
and
hit on
dodge.
8. Bye-bye.
Fortunately, there are 2 medics here, so if we'll
Yeah.
survive this,
and you are
should be too bad.
Yeah, you guys are fine.
We can heal ourselves. That's the
Yeah.
thing. There's an extra 2 difficulty.
He's also currently
Trying to heal
currently
ourselves.
fine.
Yeah, you're in a bit of trouble, Xander.
hold on a second.
Fucking solid. Although you can actually try and recover.
I can slap him a bit and try and,
Did you not do
bring him
well?
round.
Of course, you're stunned, so
Hold on a minute.
I'm never letting his Dr. Ehringer near
Right.
my character and stuff like ever again.
Good to know.
he lost a leg.
So I'm out for this.
You're not. You're sore.
I mean, he punched me in the head with a block of metal.
Yeah. You're not. You're not.
Being Malkate.
Andrew.
Please don't.
Who's got grenades? Just fucking.
See, I wanted to buy grenades, but then I was convinced it was a bad idea. That was one of them that I was thinking about.
Can somebody look up what stun does? Because this is refusing to look up anything.
Right, what's John Wick gonna do? Oh, sorry. Keep making to.
If one or more effects rolled, attack and put staggered condition on the target. This condition lasts 1 round per effect. So he's staggered for
One round.
A round.
Right. So basically, if I remember rightly, everything is +1 difficulty for you.
Yes.
Yay!
That's not that bad.
Because it wasn't hard enough. Right. Next one. Who's coming to get you?
Greg.
He tricks. Falls.
No, it doesn't. Okay.
Dodges against what? Acrobatics.
Yep.
Yes.
Acrobatics to try and dodge, so you'll be needing a 12. Good news. You're still needing a higher number than me.
Just.
So you got 1 success, I got 2.
So that means you hit me anyway.
That means I still hit you. But I don't have any momentum left to make it worse.
I'm going
OP
down.
Does not roll a
Going
6.
down.
Where do you find stun?
It's in the weapon bin.
The weapon.
Weapon effects.
Resistance help.
And
No, that's more for
on the right
resisting
side.
toxins and recovering from things. Might help you later.
I'm stunned.
No, you're not, because this one's got a slightly different weapon.
I got the weakling.
Maybe not.
Moderately.
Because I took his arm off that had the really heavy baron.
No, that's the other one.
You take a total of 4 damage. To roll a d20 and find out where.
It's obviously your armor.
14.
There's the body.
Torso.
Take 2 off that. Then.
So you take 2 off your vigor. There you go.
okay.
Yeah, other than that, you're fine. Well, you've just been stabbed.
I've got
But
7 left.
you've been stabbed, but you're not.
You're not me.
Medic!
Yeah,
Right,
you've
so
not
you
been
can
rattled
spend
round
an
the head
infinity
with a
point
baseball bat.
to recover all lost vigor resolve or firework.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good to know. Lucky I've got 3.
Overcome harm.
Aye, you know.
Yeah.
Bonus 5.
Right.
The rest of your men.
Yeah, I'm still working on it.
Trying to
Okay.
figure out which one there's
Yep.
where.
Can somebody move little old lady over at Xander?
A staggered character must pay 1 momentum in order to perform a standard action.
Oh, you can't do nothing.
A staggered character must
My
pay
staggered
an
or stunned?
infinity point
Staggered.
in order to perform a reaction.
Stunned means you are staggered.
But it's for one turn for each 6 that was rolled, so I only rolled the 1.
So just don't do anything next turn apart from groan and pile up slightly smaller.
And hope it doesn't smack you again.
Yeah.
I can't help you.
Fall down.
I'm going to have to attempt to shotgun this guy right in
Right.
front of me, but I'm going to take it minus
Right.
because he's within reach.
Take the swing at you.
Yeah.
Are you going to try and do anything about it?
Yeah, we're dodge.
Use a momentum.
You need to spend 1 momentum to dodge.
Done it.
Right.
In fact, just
I have pre-spent momentum,
just gain some
knowing
heat.
that I will give you dodging.
Just gain some heat.
Right.
Yay.
Roll, right. What'd you get?
1 pass, 1 fail.
1 pass, 1 fail. Yeah, you dodged it. Dodge. Okay, the one in front of him is going for him as well.
This one.
They were closest of the two.
Bad day for Xander.
Very bad day for
It's a
Xander.
bad day for us.
Right. Also going to try and hit you. Are you going to spend another momentum to try and get out of this one?
Yeah. 2 minutes left. So, 1 momentum left.
Right.
So only get 1.
They normally only get 1. I've been spending heat to get a second one.
Double success.
Double success, yeah. So even though I got 1, you still get out of it.
At least you haven't had as much fucking heat as Alistair.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's just say that.
Yep.
Alistair has.
If I had that much heat, you guys would already be dead.
Well, I wouldn't be.
No, you probably would, because they'd have ganged up on you by now. Right.
Alistair has, what, 10 heat at least?
With the old granny.
Yep. It's going to...
Maybe even 20.
Wow. That's a bad statement.
Couldn't be that good.
Going to move to here, which will allow a swing, but it's less likely than normal.
Rolling 20s.
When?
You attempting anything? They're pretty clanky. You heard it coming.
Stab him.
Now dodge.
Okay. Mind and spend your momentum.
2 successes.
Yep. You sidestep that one.
Literally twice as successful as me dodging.
Okay. That one is going to run all the way at you, but then can't do anything because it expended all of its time running at you.
Especially since it's not me that is
And the one over there is going to go rattling off down towards there, but then can't reach anybody because its mate's blocking the stairs. Yeah. And its mate's blocking the stairs, it can't come round the side. Back round to you.
So, quite long.
Yeah.
I'm going to use a momentum.
Yep.
Are you able to switch weapons with free action?
It's a minor action.
Oh,
Sir?
yes, that is
Switch. You still shoot.
critical.
Yep.
So you get 3
2
actions,
successes,
so
and then 2 more
minor
successes,
action and 1
Right.
standard action.
My
and
turn.
it gives me momentum back. That actually gives me 2 momentum back. That's my momentum.
Yeah, 'cause I think that's
So
what I'll do
how
with
many
my-
successes did you get total? 4. Right. So you've got 2 momentum back, yeah. So, or you can spend them just now, it's up to you.
Yeah, I'll spend.
I'd spend it.
You don't have to spend all of it.
We're dying. We're
one of
literally
them.
dying.
I'll spend one of them.
You're not dead yet.
Rapidly approaching death.
And
If I had a fast hand, I'd be like sick of you.
Claymore. I have 5 dice. Do I get any extra?
Sorry?
Only the 5 dice.
Yeah.
I don't use the extra dice this time.
Well, you've got whatever the damage is, plus whatever your bonus is, which will probably...
Plus I get 2 d.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. They 2 over you. Oh! Right, so that's 5 damage and 2 sixes, which means the vicious and the piercing.
So, what's the number after
And
vicious?
grievous, 2.
It's dead.
Yeah, I'm just going to
At that point, it doesn't really matter. You've exceeded armor plus everything else it's
Vicious
got.
attack inflicts 2 additional damage for each effect.
Yeah, so you've literally thrust your fist through its chest.
No, he's literally cleaved it in half with a massive armor-piercing claymore.
That'll do it.
It went.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Are we turning that? What will
That's yeah, you're going to need a new one of them.
Hit your wheel, lady.
Right, before anybody else goes, he is interrupting you with another broadcast. Okay, I am not making up another broadcast because I can't make up one that gibbers as well as that one did. Okay? However,
More of the same.
it's more of the same. However, he is incredibly charismatic.
Willpower test.
Challenge accepted.
Written down here. I'm not making this bit up. This is one of the few bits that's written down.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. See you ones in the back. I never noticed if you put money in, I'm assuming you did.
Alright.
Thank you very much.
I'm doing it on an 11. Go what on 11? Willpower.
Yeah, well, what's your result?
Thank you very much. Is this a live record? Is it?
That is.
Yeah. So, each of you will need to take a discipline check to see whether or not he starts convincing you that he might actually be talking sense.
Every game that fucks me right Success but complication.
Yeah, this is an opposed test.
No, I'm spending momentum.
You can spend momentum if you want.
Probably, aye.
Right, that'll be 3 successes on my side. This is discipline. You need 1 success to avoid
Just
him.
need 1 success.
1 success to avoid taking
I'm
harm.
okay with that. Anyone less than 10, come on.
Oh, yes.
Yay!
and also,
I've generated
I
that
won.
thing.
How many successes?
3 actually.
3, right, you're not... it's an opposed test, so
okay.
you equal me so nothing happens.
I
You,
go.
1 success.
1. I'll come back to you.
And one bad thing.
That's good, I was running out of that.
How many do you get when I roll a 20?
2. And I got another 2 because he did the same thing.
Well, I was going to say maybe I'll give him heat and roll 3 dice, but that's kind of out of the picture now, isn't it?
To be fair, I'd burned through almost all my heat, by the way, so I needed that.
I think I'll need to try and counteract this.
Right, so...
Yeah, hammered it, nailed it.
How many?
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
Start debating them.
There's the one.
Destroy his arguments.
No,
So you can win this thing.
Well, that's my plan.
Well, the point is that the arguments that you're listening to in your head are massively overriding him. Are overriding anything that you're hearing from your ears.
Yes.
Xander?
Right, I've got one fail, 1 pass.
Right. So, you 3.
Is there any?
Sorry?
Is there any? The straight roll.
No, it was an opposed roll.
So it means.
You just got a pass, but I got 1 momentum. You guys each got 1 momentum, which means that you're alright.
Oh, nice. I have a useful thing
Yes,
now.
you have a momentum.
I have a thing that I can do nothing with.
I'll
Grand stun.
roll the 10, right, which is banging with discipline.
Yeah. Doesn't get any bonuses for that.
Is this resolve damage?
If it
So,
was
yes.
Infinity game, yes.
Okay.
but
Yes, you would be.
Yep.
I'll tell you
So
against that.
we'll do. I didn't get any special things.
Nah, there's major differences between this.
Yeah, there are
and the
huge
action
differences. So
game. I wouldn't be quite as much of a dick if it was the actual Infinity game.
right.
Ow.
So 4, 5. So what's your morale? You've not got it written down. That could be tricky. What? Morale.
I don't remember seeing the.
What's morale? What's your morale?
You might not have any.
Well, that's just not cool. No, I don't have any.
Yeah. Right, so odds are it's 0 then. So you take 5 off of your resolve.
Does that mean I take a metanoia?
Yes. And then you take another one from the special effect.
Another resolve damage.
No, another Mentanoia.
Ram's effect gets up to 5.
If it gets up to 5, you will suddenly lose the will to fight him. If it gets up to 3, you'll start sort of listening to him.
Can I counteract this?
You would be able to do that as your action once we get to it.
Yeah, like that is something I can counteract.
Actually, yeah. One thing
You could start shouting in his ear as part of your
While I'm stumbling around.
Yeah. While you're stumbling around trying to dodge the killer robots.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can do a stand action, but that would count as minor action, wouldn't it?
Sorry?
You can
Shouting
still
at him.
do standard actions.
Yeah.
But it costs momentum.
I have momentum.
Yes, you do.
It also, you're a +1 difficulty.
Who's this against?
This is Andrew.
Focus 2, TN 17.
Andrew. 3 damage to your resolve, that's the word.
How much resolve is that?
My resolve is higher than everyone else.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, you think he's a religious fanatic. No, his character's actually a religious fanatic.
My fireball is like maxed out.
Yeah.
Why can't you hack me?
The next time we're playing, you'll find that really useful. You'll be really fucking thankful for it. This time, not so useful.
Psychology
Killer robots
always
with
gets
big sticks.
It's either
Right.
that or it's a fucking
And
demon
for
just sighing.
Xander.
Oh,
Right, Xander. -3 to your resolve and 1 Mentanoia.
-3 to resolve.
Yeah. And 1 Mentanoia.
right. Is it our turn now? Because I'd like to shotgun.
Sorry?
Metanoia, so it's like the winds.
Give him a hand. There's a reason why I made sure you were all using the same character sheets. It means you can reference where things are and point at them from each other.
Under your resolve.
Because I noticed we had that problem when we did Dark Heresy.
Right. So it's me. Has this guy got one of those big bars that rattled things?
Yes.
I'm going to switch to my assault pistol and then shoot him.
Okay.
Why?
Because then I don't get
because
extra
he-
difficulty.
Because he can use the assault pistol as a melee weapon with no special penalties on that.
Whereas
It's actually a bloody good idea.
Yeah.
what's the difficulty going to be then?
It'll be difficulty 2.
I've only got 1 momentum left. Is it still counting as ballistics?
Yes.
I don't have any focus, so I need to try and get the momentum back.
It's a really short gun that's handy to use at sort of the range we're sitting apart from each other.
So I need 215. I want to make sure I kill him.
Lucky bastard.
I want to make sure I kill him. So I'm spending
When it comes to the talky bits, you can argue about this.
3 successes.
See what you did there.
Yep.
I'm on 10. I'm on 6.
Right.
Does that mean I get the momentum back?
Yes, you will get a momentum back. Now, what's the damage for that?
1 plus 4.
1 plus 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Three's
and
okay.
nothing.
Yeah, it's vicious 1, but I guess that would count.
No, because you didn't get 6.
Shit. First 3, does that count?
No, there's so many like magazines you can splash on, doing extra damage and
I should have done that.
stuff.
Yeah.
An axe is 1+5.
1+5. 2+5.
Fish is 1.
Never mind.
Yeah. So, hey, you did a fair whack of damage.
Not enough though.
No. It's still standing. It's swaying.
It's not staggered, though, is it?
No.
Shit, that's that.
The fact is, because these are basic goons, if you do any significant
They're
harm at all, they
basic.
drop dead.
They're basic goons, and they're fucking us up.
Yeah. I've burned through. Right. You want to see? Right. If I put my thumb there, that was how much heat you started with. That's how much I've had to use for them to achieve this.
Right,
I'm running out.
good. Right, who's
Or I
next?
was until you guys started rolling 20s.
Wait, hit the old lady with my axe.
Okay.
That's one of my left.
Yep.
He's better in close combat than...
Do I get 2 dice to roll?
Yes, you do. You always get 2 dice unless you're told otherwise, or you choose to buy more.
Right, that's a...
Yep. It was.
Two successes?
I paid a heat to do an interrupt.
Alright.
Sorry, 2 successes.
Yeah.
Right. So, congratulations, you've hit her. Damage.
So it'd be...
It's written on the screen.
What you fire?
It's an axe.
Right, so it's 5. You roll 5d6 for the extra damage.
5d6.
Yeah.
I want some d6, please.
There you go.
And what you're looking for is 1s, 2s, and 6s, effectively 6s. So it's 1 6.
1 6, 1 2.
Because your fish is 1. So you're 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus you should have some bonus melee damage on your thing there.
Axe.
Oh, do I get plus 3 range?
Melee plus 1.
Yeah,
So
you
1,
would.
2, 3, 5.
Is that enough
That's
kill?
5 damage.
Not quite. It's enough.
He's on 1.
He's done 5 damage, Sam.
Has he? Oh, bugger. In that case, yeah. That'll do it. This way, please.
Help us! Help!
He's fighting 2 by himself.
Yeah, but I'm effectively fighting 3 by myself.
Alright. I mean, technically, yes.
Right. Who's still got to go?
Me.
Right.
Me and Andrew.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I might do a Cywar attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 1 down to 1 wound.
On.
Should we don't want to spend enough to...
Rimbod's using a speaker system. He's out of
Damage?
earshot.
Yeah, no, I'm more concerned about a robot that's hitting me in the face.
Good luck cywaring a robot.
It's a kingpin.
I'm not saying it's impossible, I'm saying it's going to be tricky.
I got a bonus to sideward damage.
4 plus 2 infinity.
The sideward, that's not 50. Swedish.
You could, for example, attempt to talk Greg round causing
Yes.
negative harm.
Oh yeah, that's a good point actually.
Calm him down, you've noticed he seems to be listening a bit too intently to this.
Yes, I will do that. But it'll be difficulty +1 because I'm staggered.
Yeah. And it'll cost you your... Does it not cost you your infinity to activate in the first... No.
It's an infinity point to do a reaction.
Ah, right.
It's a momentum.
No, I was under the impression that his effects were giving him grief, no?
Well, you haven't specified what his wound is,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
because you hit him in the head,
Yeah.
I suppose you can be dazed.
Yeah.
Dazed is what adds to
Ah, right.
his,
Sorry, I was under the impression that had happened.
Well, that would be the wound.
Yeah.
Stun and
Ah,
staggered and dazed are different.
Ah,
So
right.
if you get dazed twice, you become staggered.
Ah, right.
So it's
So I'm just adding +1 to the difficulty.
Yeah.
you're adding +1 for your difficulty and applying a momentum.
And the point.
Yeah.
Right, fine. I'm sacrificing. Oh, fair enough. Right, fine. Yeah, smashed it.
Right, resolve how much damage it would do, and that will be deducted from his.
So what am I rolling this off? Am I using the sleep?
Yeah, effectively.
Yeah, so you'd be your 4 plus your 2 infinity
Yeah.
Yeah.
damage.
Oh,
Yep.
right. I'm going to steal you. This is taken. Oh no.
Yeah.
6.
6. Right. So remove 1 of your Mentanoia and 5 harm.
Yeah, back up.
There you go. You're feeling better.
Alright. And
He's talking fish.
so that was difficulty 2 then?
Yes.
So I got 3 because my focus is 2 and I got
Right.
1. So I get 1 back.
So you get 1 momentum, yep.
Alright.
You actually have momentum.
He
I did a thing!
He had 1, he spent it and got
To a friend, not an enemy. I haven't actually hurt anybody
You're
yet.
going to spend some money.
Yeah. He noticed that Greg was starting to listen to the ranting and might be increasingly tempted to turn around and smack the wrong person, so he calmed him down.
Pretty much.
he gave him a quick, remember who your friends are.
You can also spend the 20 points performance savings.
Remember who is kicking about, who
So
you're
can
meant to be
I
working
use-
with, who might
Yeah.
Can I,
just
like, if
Yeah.
I use
Get
Infinity
annoyed.
Point as a minor action?
no.
Or is that standard action?
You can use a standard action to perform a minor action.
I've used the standard action to sort Greg out.
Yeah.
Right? So you
I've still got a minor action left. Can I
Yeah.
use my Infinity Point as a minor action to resolve my vigor issue?
But I can spend 1 and shoot him again.
Or would that be a standard?
That would be a
That'd be a
standard
standard
action.
No, no problem. So continue.
Yep. You'll be feeling a bit better next time.
Yes, I will. Yeah.
Andrew, you to go.
Yep.
So,
Chop, chop.
right, so I'll spend an infinity point for a second for an extra dice.
Okay, am I going to bother?
Chop the guy. So that is 15, because 1 success. So that's an push.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do your
Yeah.
defence.
I didn't even bother.
You don't even bother.
Nah,
They need 2 successes.
he needed 2 successes. Although I'd already made the decision not to bother before he rolled. Because I need my heat for later.
Right, it is now.
My go.
Is that kind of what you're going to do for me? Just go.
You spend more than 1 and 2 point. So I'm going to have to dodge 2 attacks.
You can spend up to 6 in any. Well, no, you can spend up to 6 on an action. Yeah, you can.
I've got like 1.
the problem is that it's the more reactions you do,
Yeah.
the more momentum it costs.
Yeah. So the first one costs 1, the second one costs 2, and so on.
So I'd have to wipe out all my infinite buttons.
But there are mechanics that
Yeah.
just make it cost constantly 1.
Yeah.
Cold shot.
I'm
One
an
moment.
excellent pilot.
Quite a bit away from that.
Yes. I have.
Okay.
You're done.
So,
Close shot, side shot.
Part of me thinks it's better to be stabbed than to be whacked by that big pole.
yeah, well, the bloke with the big pole's coming for you.
Also martial arts.
Bring it.
So, he's going to try and hit you.
I shall
Oh, momentum or heat gain additional dice for close combat.
attempt to dodge.
Combat special.
Yes.
No, that it
success.
mattered.
Also,
Just
1
went.
success.
That,
That means, in effect, I've swung. You've probably tried to dodge the wrong way, but the swing was so bad you got away with it.
I've fired these slots with ones.
yeah.
No,
No momentum left.
You more or less fell on your arse to get out of that, but it worked.
Momentum, man. So now,
Right.
if I want to dodge again, I have to spend 2 infinite points.
Yes.
It's not worth it.
And the other one is now going to try and have a poke at you.
The chipper.
Yeah, with a knife.
All right.
A blade.
I have studied, which will
So,
resist this.
we're-
We roll
where
any
are we?
dice that did not generate success.
I've got that as well.
That's
Basically means
that's a hit.
anything-
Just.
Help me. Where are the heavies? Where are the heavies?
No resistance.
Yeah.
It's eating
Mine's
for
not.
a target number.
You're bleeding.
You're pretty good.
So, okay, I will roll that.
Can you roll that?
Total of 8.
8.
Fucking hell, man. I can only do so much.
No, I'm down. No vigor left.
Have you got no vigor left, then you take a wound. You're not down yet, but
You're
you're
alone because you took 5 damage.
you took more than 5 all at once. Yeah.
Medic.
Yeah.
Since I'm
That could have went better. Okay, the one standing in front of you is going to take a swing at you.
yeah. I have momentum. I have a thing now.
So are you going to try and
Yes,
get
I
out of the way?
It's going to
Okay.
do an infinity point because you're so staggered.
Yeah, mother's God.
I'm afraid.
So it costs me a momentum to do anything,
Yeah.
and a further momentum to actually dodge.
Yes.
So if I use momentum, it gives you
Your infinity
Yep.
point.
Oh, it takes me a full infinity point.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because you're staggered.
bring it.
Right. You've been hit.
Ah, God.
Gina says bleeding. I'm bleeding everywhere. It's great.
I will be with you shortly.
You're already halfway there. aren't
Yeah, yes I
Look
am.
at the heavies. That's not too bad.
No, that's bad.
You're stunned again,
Yeah, I feel that is the minor issue at this point.
and you take a total of 4 damage to roll a d20 and find out where.
Yes. Guess how much vigor I had left?
True. Your armor.
5.
Body. So
Yes, I got 2 armor.
You took 5 damage.
Yeah, you still took.
Still be fine.
Yeah,
2 damage.
You still have 2 damage left.
Okay.
yeah. And you didn't take enough to cause anything to automatically
You
happen.
still have 1 armor left.
Right. The one that's swiping for you, Xander.
I'm feeling better.
At this stage, my bowels are
So you're using your momentum.
Yeah.
Oh, you did get 2 successes.
That'll do it.
And 1 was a critical.
So yeah, you generate 1 momentum.
So you lose your momentum, but you take back.
Yep. Smooth dodge. Right. And there's 2 of them coming for yourself, Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so they are going to have a rough go at working together.
Okay.
Not terribly coordinated, but it will make them. It will make them a bit.
That means you get extra dice.
Yeah, 1 extra.
Sorry, they're all working at each other.
Yeah, just about. Yeah.
One success.
Also 1 success. So you dodged that. You ducked all of that.
Yeah.
Right, back.
They didn't quite tangle their limbs in a knot, and he will make it to there.
Right.
Right.
Back us.
Yes.
It's not within my charge list.
Someone's
He's in
standing
the
in your way.
stairs, yeah.
They're fighting in a stairwell. It's a bit tight.
We're all in combat.
He's smoothly ducking all the attacks, but
You can still run down because the big bad guys
Right, can I see, if I move to there, can I see them shoot it then?
yes.
are in a combat.
You-
Is that
Yes, I
allowed?
also have cold shot,
Okay.
Yep.
which I only use 1 momentum to do.
Yep.
I did a U.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't think you actually did it as bad because I didn't realise how bad I was. You did what I tried to do.
Yeah. Right, so, 2 momentum then, to use an extra dice.
Yep.
Which one you shooting?
Oh, I'm shooting
Beckinsale.
the one at the front.
Yeah. Stab.
3 successes.
3 successes. Yep.
No extra momentum.
No.
No.
No, you're not dead yet. Despite my best efforts.
Big boss man's moving up though. You'll be able to engage him in the debate soon. Crush him.
Alright.
Crush his ideals. And then he'll surrender.
Those 3 are getting rerolled.
Yeah, absolutely exploded.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say
I think we're done
Well,
with that.
to be fair, that is what 2, 4, 5, 6, 8p,
Yeah, that's it then.
Yeah, it's dead.
and it's also what's the vicious.
Yeah. Yeah. It's dead. It's what it is.
That's why your 6s or 2s. So that's why your 6s or 2s, because it's vicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're all.
Also, those 2s that are just 2s.
Why are 2s 2s?
Because 2s are always 2s. 1s are 1s, 2s are 2s, 6s are special effects.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
I just
They're-
thought
they're
1s and
pier-
2s
they're
were just
piercing
an
too.
extra damage. I didn't think
No,
1
No, that's what they are.
Two is
So
2 damage.
2 does 2 damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
He's lucky that it's not a
I mean, he's unlucky regardless, I feel.
Because the other one would be dead too.
Right.
And that one would be dead too.
You'd struggle to spread onto the one that's round the back. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
You could spend a momentum to spread onto the second target.
I will.
Take the guy with the white shirt off.
Yay!
Nice.
You can spend momentum to just another target.
You are the worst in shops, but in this kind of situation, pretty glad you're here.
You're remembering why you brought me now, aren't
Yes. Super unsubtle, but I'm okay with that right now.
Right, I've got to fight the guy.
On the other
standing
hand,
by me.
there's a massive hole
Right.
somewhere.
Xander's attacking.
I've got to hit the guy in front of me.
Yep.
And that's one successful fail.
Right. Yeah, you hit him. They're getting a bit lumbery.
Battery's running low.
I think it's more that the one behind keeps trying to reach past and gets in the way. Yeah, just past them.
That's 4 sixes and a 1.
It's a shame you couldn't reach the other one, or you would have kebabbed the two of them.
That is pretty epic. Well done.
No, that's it. Yeah. You now have a big sort of metal kebab, but
That is a pretty good shot.
yeah. Go for it.
That's like
That is
Like range that counts as like possibly hitting.
that is one of those.
No, reach means it's within arm's reach.
As in, you can put it against his head.
No,
Accidentally hitting yourself.
no. Well, for a start, he's standing behind you.
Well, yeah.
Well, you can reach over his shoulder.
And if I spend an infinity, I get an extra dice, yeah?
If you spend an infinity before you start, you can have an extra dice, yes.
I need 2 successes to hit him.
You'll need to. Being in combat.
Stunned, aren't you?
No, it's him that's stunned.
I'm not stunned, I'm just
Repeatedly.
bleeding hard.
No,
He's just bleeding bad.
yeah.
Just,
He shockingly didn't get stunned when he got rattled round the head.
one
Oh, for
success.
crying out loud, Greg.
This is why you're here, Dave.
Can I spend an infinity to reroll?
No. I don't think so.
You
I
can't.
don't have any ballistic skills.
Yeah.
Why would you have ballistic skills?
Because he's using his pistol.
Basically,
It's his most effective combat, and it has reach range, so
Fair enough.
it's by far the most effective thing he can do. And it was working.
Until, you know.
Seriously, see those two guys you
But-
hit? They needed like 1 damage each.
But I can use
I think one of them needed 2.
I
But
can
yeah,
use my other infinity
Excellent.
point to do another action.
yeah. You basically came out with bang, bang. Right, next.
And I
Yep.
can use spend my other infinity point to do another action.
If you want to.
I'm gonna shoot dead. No.
No, you're not.
Greg, playing Star Trek with him all over again.
I never played Star Trek.
Yes, you have.
Oh no, you're not.
No.
attach only difficulty 1.
he's using white belts.
What's that?
Attach only difficulty 1 fists.
Just low light conditions for shooting. And Greg's main problem is that he's in combat with his own mate in his way.
The thing is, with my close combat, it is. It isn't, but with the close
Yeah.
combat, it isn't, but.
Yeah.
And shooting combat.
I get a nice
Yeah.
backhander for giving you those heats, alright?
Right, so I'll stab the wee guy in front of me.
Okay, give it a go.
2 successes.
Yep. So 1 plus, what's your melee bonus?
1, so we're up to 2.
2, yeah. His armour will soak that completely.
Oh, man.
Clang! Right, try again.
My melee
Right.
combat would have done even more damage.
Yeah, it didn't really matter. Well, once you get above 7 with these guys, everything else is irrelevant.
I need to remember that.
Yeah. So you can stop adding it up.
Shooty bonus too.
Yeah. Anyway,
Melee
Is it gone
bonus.
round again, is it?
yes, it's gone round again.
My talking bonus is 3.
Yeah.
Right.
No infinity. No infinity.
I don't even think I have a top.
I feel it's highly unlikely considering how
I have an
specialised.
info war of.
So, you turn,
I
yeah?
have a side.
Okay. My actions first.
Bad guy's turn.
Right.
It's Mummies. Ian, man.
It's Kingpin dead.
Not quite yet, it's not. Hold on. Right. We're going to have another go and see if he can persuade you that he's right.
No.
No.
Hang on a minute.
Oh God!
And he's going to see.
Oh God!
Well, considering
that
I
kid.
have a focus,
Damn it, there's a
I rolled
drugs.
3.
So that is 4 successes.
So I've no way.
You're feeling all right.
I've no way of beating that.
No.
Do I lessen it by getting any successes?
No, not really.
So I roll it anyway. Oh,
Beware, if you roll 20s, it still causes problems. It might be better to just accept.
Except that you're hit pitch.
I
Yeah.
passed 2.
I don't think there's anything I can do about that.
Right.
Got 1 and a 7.
Have you got focus and discipline?
Right.
No, you don't have any
Yeah.
bonuses.
I'm gonna join him.
Right. So I'll start here and work my way around. So
That's 2 back on my metanoia. In fact, that's up to 3 now. I've already had 1.
right. So
Week 12.
yep.
Did you do any actual
Hasn't
resolve
got to you
damage?
yet.
No, not this time.
Just 2 straight. What happens when I get to 5 again?
You go.
You have a mental breakdown.
Yep.
Somebody
I'll
save
go on
me.
in psychology.
Make you.
Yep.
You can spin. Remember how I killed those 2 guys for you?
Yeah, I'm getting hit by this too.
Remember how I killed
Well, psychology.
Greg is now
didn't-
dazed.
He didn't see.
Greg, you are dazed.
Feel it. Who's that against?
Me.
That's against yourself.
You joined me
Again.
in the dazed state.
So
You high as fuck.
total of 4 damage. Damage. To your
To resolve.
resolve, yeah. And remember 3 damage and 1 Mentanoia.
To resolve.
Yep.
Second one down?
Middle one.
3 damage and 1.
Mentanoia, yeah.
Medic!
Yep.
I'm still winded. I
Yeah,
forgot.
you're also now dazed.
Yeah, I've written that down.
Good.
Dazed.
It's per round.
Yeah, so it'll be 1.
1 round.
Yeah.
The next round.
Well, no, this one will be until he gets rid of some of that Mentanoia. As long as he's got 3 or more Mentanoia, he remains
I know a guy
dazed.
Back.
Yep.
who will hopefully not be dead.
Yep.
Can't promise that.
Anyway, speaking of which, the robot standing in front of you is going to take a swing.
Oh, goddamn. Cannot promise that at all.
Ahi.
He's going to use 2. Because I've got a lot all of a sudden. You kept rolling 20s.
Yeah, those 2.
He kept on rolling 20.
He rolled an awful lot all of
I just rolled it twice.
Yeah, that helped.
Twice. Once.
Hey!
3 times the lady.
Right, so I have 2 successes. They're trying to hit you. Are you doing anything about it?
Yeah.
Can.
All right.
Well, there's nothing that I'm willing
You
to
got an
do about
infinity
it.
point?
Right.
I use my infinity point to roll, so I'll use my infinity point to save me.
Right.
Take your pick.
Gonna die, clown.
Maybe.
2, 4.
6, 7, 8, 9.
I think you're pretty winded. Probably not as winded as me.
9 damage and you're stunned again.
Do you want to bet? I mean, it's largely irrelevant which part of me you hit, considering I have a vigor of 2. So I'll take a win for that. Or 2.
You'll take 1 for that.
2. More than 5 damage and take me down to 0 vigor.
All right. Yep.
I mean 1.
I'm on 2.
I'm on 3.
We've got 2 medics. We're fine.
Right.
The more wounds you have, the more difficult it gets.
Yep. So,
Telling you how right now.
Save me first.
little old lady is coming after you.
What will be?
That one over there in the headscarf.
Double barrel shotgun.
Yep. You
No, I'm just gonna.
right? Okay.
No, that's not bad.
Two twos.
Total of 6 damage
Ow.
to
18. My leg. Yeah. 5.
hey.
It's,
Stop
late-
hanging in the corner.
late
Get in there.
Hiding in the corner, I've killed more people than the rest of you together.
Aine's got a point.
The other one's going to
He's
take a
killed
swing
4.
for you. It also hits.
I'm happy behind it.
Party wiped. Is that a 1 or a 20?
That's a 1. That'll do it. That'll do it. Right, and the one in the red is going to shuffle over
No,
and.
it's not correct. As a success, but it's not correct.
Yep.
Do I use move to dodge?
You dodge it?
Yep.
2 successes.
2 successes.
So,
Dodge.
Okay.
Just.
I come back round Thursday.
Yes.
I am good. 2 successes.
Wow.
1 not good.
Okay.
What's that in?
No, he's not got cool.
He doesn't have it. But resolve your damage.
So is that 2 hits or just 1 hit?
It's still-
1 hit.
If you have a close combat weapon, what do you attack with?
Agility.
Fist.
I don't have
2
anything in that.
6s, a 1 and a 2.
That's why you're better off using that pistol. Sir?
2 6s, a 1 and a 2.
It's dead.
Yeah, kebabbed again.
Yeah.
Try when I get my spear and
Right,
throw it.
Pass it over.
Do you want to pass out Deadpool, Greg?
I think
Greg.
I'm
I'll
stand.
be,
No.
You can still
Reach.
pass the model over.
Which one? This
That one, yeah. Yeah.
right, I'll be shooting that one.
Yeah.
Um,
On the basis that it's on the other side of both of your
full
mates.
shot it. She only uses 1 momentum, which is why I'm only using 2 dice.
No, +1 difficulty. Because you're shooting over your mates.
Means you have to get more successes.
So you need
Yeah.
2 successes.
But the cold shot also means you don't need to use. Is it not?
No.
Cold shot, not.
No. Guaranteed it won't lower the difficulty quite that easily.
You just shot me.
No.
No, didn't. Fail.
So
Ah.
it's a it becomes a
Still
cold
there.
shot, which only uses up 1 momentum, right?
To do what?
To
Do things.
do a cold shot.
Right. So you spend. Right.
Spend 1 more momentum to do a cold shot.
Cold shot is to hit a specific body part.
Is it right? Okay, that's entirely different.
Yes.
And absolutely irrelevant
Alright,
to this
well-
situation.
And also raises the difficulty, so you would then need 4 successes.
While you're dazed, if you don't have any momentum to
That's
spend, you can't do dick.
Yeah, pretty
I've
much.
got 1 momentum.
Right,
And
okay.
I have it.
Yes. But I can
Yep.
stop
It's
you
alright
being
if I
dazed.
don't do that, and then because
Right.
I didn't realise it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I
Thinking
will.
break.
But if you
Yes.
fail,
You're fucked.
because if I go,
Right,
I can
so
shoot, but then
how
it's not
fast can
guaranteed
you
to kill
You,
them,
effectively 9 if that's all you're doing with your turn.
So I'll boost up there.
To use both your main action and your minor action to move. We'll get you over there. Because that lets you move 2 zones.
Well,
I'm in trouble.
Well, as much trouble as being Gregor.
your own, more or
so.
less.
What if you ran the other way? Towards
even
them?
if I ran the other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It would take me the same amount of time to get there
You can move over
as
there
to
and
get
just
there.
And we're in more imminent trouble.
Yeah.
So shoot.
And to be fair,
He's not on the other side of Andrew.
he's going round that way, so I'm assuming.
Don't
Looks
worry,
like it,
Duncan will
doesn't it?
chat him down.
Yeah, I'll talk him out of it. Eventually.
And if he even attempts to.
When
come in the
we're
initiative,
finished with this, I'm going to read you the personality description for this guy. It's not very long, but it is very informative.
Right.
he's a douchebag.
Right.
So, can I get rid of Greg's dazed state?
You can try. You need to take 1 metanoia off him by basically what you did last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could certainly try.
Right.
And if you are successful, you will achieve that, yeah.
So I need to do infinity.
Yep.
Oh, momentum.
That's momentum.
No.
When is your Thunder's Infinity for a reaction?
Oh, right, is that one?
Yeah.
Fine then, I'll use momentum.
Yeah.
Momentum.
Yeah.
Heal me.
Nailed it.
Right.
Only 72
How many?
of the damage. But you can still.
4, 5.
5. Yeah, that'll do it.
So that just gets rid of one, yeah?
That gets rid of one of them.
But you are no
and-
longer dazed and now can shoot him with impunity.
Yeah. And
that
more
should be-
importantly, it also takes 5 off that.
But that
Off you.
being said, even if you're
Now we're resolving damage. You roll
you could have
double
given them
sixes.
heat in order
Yeah.
to do so.
No, you've. Alright.
Gave them-
Oh, yes, I did. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I also got 2 successes. I only used 1 for that, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
I got my momentum back.
Yep, carry on.
Right, shall
Right.
I shoot first? And ask
Yeah,
questions later?
Shoot first, think up some questions later on.
I've got no momentum and no pistols. What's the difficulty? 2.
Difficulty 2, yeah, because
Two
one of your
15.
mates is in the way.
One
Keeps,
success.
and keeps talking to you about God.
There's only one true God.
If only he'd gained my
To be
bullets.
fair, you're both arguing the same point.
Yeah, except my one's right.
Yeah, that's more or less how these arguments go.
There's only one true God, and it's whiskey.
Right.
Right, we need someone else to come and save us.
I'm going to have to spend an infinity point
Yeah.
to get rid of. Or to get back all of my resolve.
Okay. So that you feel better.
I may need one after this. And then I'm going to have to make the game fuck me again. 1 success.
Yeah.
That'll do it in combat.
Whipped to death by scented bootlaces.
So you're going to do a bit more fucking
Fuck all.
damage.
Yes! 2 successes.
dead.
Is that?
Probably. No. Full dead.
No, you reach it. That's only one of them.
So
Just the granny left.
that'll do it.
So that'd be 2, 3, 4.
You two. We're doing infinity. We are doing infinity. The actual infinity game.
The tabletop game, as opposed to this one.
Right.
And he's helping
Right.
us, so
Yeah.
we'll fuck up the rules.
Yeah.
Right, so you killed one. Nailed it. You go, girl.
Yeah. Xander, you. Oh no, you battered hell out of somebody.
You better tell us
At the
something
start.
before I could deal with them.
It is now.
Right.
Sam.
Okay.
Yeah. Sam, what you got?
So, minor action down to there, and he's going to try and take a shot at Greg.
A shot. Oh, that's quality.
I've got a thing for that. Oh, no.
Hope he understands he's shooting past his own minion robot.
Yeah,
He doesn't care.
I can't do anything.
but he has several advantages, including it's
He
a
can
robot
shoot.
and he doesn't care.
And he can
Well,
shoot.
I don't
He-
care.
he's not that great at shooting, to be honest.
Still looks like at least one hit.
Just. He needed 2 successes, and 11 was the magic number.
Okay.
So, yeah, just. Where are we? Oh, this is a heavy pistol. You're not going to enjoy this.
I can't talk
Only
you
got
out
one
of
vigor,
bleeding.
so-
That's probably not going to be enough.
Not today.
What you hope?
Because he doesn't roll. Well, actually,
That's pretty good.
that's not the worst.
What's that in 1?
2,
3.
3, 4. That's 5.
Roll a d20.
D20, see where it hits.
Torso.
Torso. Nice.
Torso, so
3.
3.
But it still takes me down, so I still take another wound, right?
Yeah, if you reach 0.
Medic! Oh, it's vigor. Yeah, vigor, yeah.
Yep.
Medic!
Right.
I'm busy.
Back.
Right, no, I've still got the rest of my guys to
Still got his robot.
get through.
Granny.
Well,
So-
it's a bit of a strong word.
So, robot number 1, effectively. Missed.
Oh, you beauty.
Other robot. Missed.
Right.
I'm running out of heat again. I can't keep spending heat on extra dice.
Going to kill him.
Yeah, I'm
Right
shooting.
If it wasn't for the fact that we don't have time, I could spend 3 heat and summon 3 more robots.
Oh, for
Oh,
fuck's
for
sake, Greg.
fuck.
Ooh, heat.
One hit.
Yeah.
Useless.
Does that count as a hit?
Yeah.
Yes. That's
Did
not
you
good.
actually kill it?
3 plus 3, 6.
6 plus 1 is 7. Yeah, it's dead.
Oh, you beauty.
Right.
Right, I'll attack the Vanny with a double barrel shotgun.
Right. It's going to attempt to
Two
dodge.
successes.
Going to attempt to dodge on the basis that it really needs to.
Yeah.
It's got a heat, you see.
2 successes.
Sorry, Andrew. I'm sorry. Just trying to run and gun.
No,
Trying to get the other
well,
side.
I could use that. Well, I still have to. It still would be using an infinity to do an extra action.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to take him prisoner?
I want to beat the shit out of him first.
Frankly, you want to find the kid.
Well, I want to beat the shit out of him to the point that he kills us. He's not quite dead. Yes.
Like I said,
Yeah.
the equivalent of action.
Yes, again.
And you think you have a better option using the claymore than you do shooting him?
Why?
Okay.
We are now at the top of the most.
Actually, not using the claymore.
Using a stun bit.
He do.
Alright.
Won't do as much damage.
Are you convinced about that?
Anyway.
Pretty fucking effective.
Right. Going to see if he can.
Trying to go up
He,
the stairs.
he's going to try and dodge this because he's not stupid.
No.
The big hairy man with a, with a
Yeah.
knife coming at him, he's went.
Oops.
He's still ranting at you, by the way.
Yeah, I give a shit.
He doesn't seem to be achieving as much as he hoped.
I will reroll that.
Yeah.
To be honest, I would have been his minion.
That is 3 successes.
That's
Yeah, that'll do it. You effectively get 2 successes, so you earn 1 momentum and you hit him.
I had stopped attacking with the robot. Stopped attacking me.
No.
You're going to kill him instantly, aren't you?
No,
Are you sure?
it's only
Somehow
unforgiven.
goes against, like, you know, survival.
Not until you register.
Fucking hell, David!
No, I'm not going to kill him. It doesn't do as much damage. It's not even remotely as nasty, but
It is harder to kill than the regular
Or
guys.
significantly. How much damage are you doing here?
potentially 7.
Yeah, he's not going to kill him
Right, good.
right now.
And what's Unforgiven 1?
It's not going to be good, is it?
Arm enough to stop him. You shouldn't have some sort of trigger.
King's vicious case.
So you might kill him outright.
X as
Off
a
of
Roman
numeral?
numeral. He's unforgiven one, so it becomes vicious one.
Alright.
I only did 3, 4, 5 damage.
Okay.
Nice. With like effectively a pocket knife.
Okay. Yeah, he felt that.
Is there any way to heal the damage that's in my head?
I think
Yes.
it's too late for you, Xander.
You need this guy. No, it's,
right.
it's a standard action. You can sort of prevent
Upstairs, is it?
one.
Yep.
Can I talk him out of his craziness?
Yeah.
Him? Or him?
No, the bad.
You're not going to talk him out of his craziness.
Can I convince him that he doesn't want to keep attacking?
He thinks that you're trying to kill God.
I'm in close combat with him, which means he can't do his whole ranty thing.
Oh, he's still ranting.
Well, at least I can't hear him over the sound of this.
Can I convince him that we're not trying to kill his god?
How can I put this? Role playing. Absolutely mad. He believes that you are here in a mission to destroy God.
Okay, if he's mad, can I convince him I am God?
You can try.
Challenge accepted.
That might be illicit.
Right, difficulty 5.
So I'm using a momentum.
Yes, your difficulty 5 for this test.
Fine.
Role player.
Fine. It's worth it. Totally worth it. I'm using a momentum
Yep.
and an infinity to get an extra momentum.
Right.
I'm really hoping for a 1 or a 2.
Okay.
You can spend an infinity point. It gives you an automatic extra dice that's on a 1.
That's sitting at
Oh,
a
really?
one.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. So set 1 down. So there's your first 2. How many dice have you paid for?
Oh, 1 extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
Need another one.
So you need to roll at least another couple. At least
3
another.
successes.
Yeah.
Done. I am with God!
Okay.
Did not see that coming, did you?
However.
Okay.
Yeah. That's great. He now thinks that you are an embodiment of God.
Fine. He will stop hitting me now.
Yeah, he's not got any guys to hit you with anyway.
Fine, no problem. I am impervious to wounds. Fine, no problem.
And to be fair, my unarmed combat's not much harder than
Done.
Actually, my unarmed combat isn't much worse than
The Nomad. To be fair,
Right.
Yeah.
That'd be back to me then, yeah?
yes, it would be back to you.
Right. Attempt to hit. Andrew? Nope. And he is going to attempt to shoot you in the face with his pistol.
Dodge.
Okay.
Oh yes. Yeah, hopefully it will fuck.
4 successes. 6 successes, sorry.
6 successes. Fuck you.
I am now
6 successes.
Okay.
Yeah. And
How many did you get?
2.
even more surprising.
Right.
It will come and use a question
Fine.
later.
Well, that was 8
Okay.
damage to whatever body part that is.
I think you've lost the limb.
No.
Yeah, no, he's the most armour plated of the lot of you. That could be moderately inconvenient at best.
It is convenient and inconvenient. It's definitely inconvenient.
Right.
No, it's 4 damage.
4 damage. Is that all? Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I will wander across and try and help hunt.
By the time you wander across, you're not doing anything else this turn, but wandery. Do about there. Right. You want to try and smack your one remaining robot?
1 hit.
1 hit.
Oh, that's a hit, yeah. It's not bad.
Yep. Yep.
Nice.
That'll do it.
2, 4.
That's 7.
Yep.
Yeah, you did a thing.
Right.
You're not a god, but good.
I'm not going to use the screen door.
Right.
I'm going to just punch her.
Okay. Are you attempting to take him prisoner?
I'm the guy in the suit.
+1 difficulty, but if you succeed in doing any damage, you've forcibly restrained him.
That's 3 successes.
3 successes.
Which
Yes,
means
yes.
you need
He's going to attempt the reaction, and he's going to attempt it with an extra dice. And this
Which
will
means
be-
you need 3 successes.
Yes, I know, which is why I'm spending all my to get.
Yeah, dude.
No, 2 successes. So, congratulations, you have forcibly restrained him.
Yeah!
I'm assuming you're going to attempt some sort of interrogation to find out where the kid is.
It's going to get bitch slapped.
No, as
Right.
in,
He continues to rant.
I used one of my life.
He continues to rant some more. However, he's ranting about how how you have interrupted the uploading of the most recent person,
Right.
and that the cube is waiting in the system. All you need to do is upload it.
Right, okay. So,
You have to undo that, right?
we have to undo that.
Well, you have to go and physically remove the cube, yeah.
Physically, where is the cube? Right, okay.
There.
So the kid is in one of those.
The kid's cube is in one of them.
Right, so. And by the way,
Yep.
I'm video and beating the shit out of him
Yeah.
to a bloody pulp.
Yeah.
So you know.
Yep.
That's creepy.
Very specific.
Really specific.
And yeah.
Right, so how can I fix my trauma?
Into unconsciousness.
Well, I think we've
And then
completed the mission so far, so I think it's going to be healed.
Yeah, you'll be all right later.
Right, so
Are we leaving it here, or are we hacking
Not
to
quite.
find
You
which one
need
it is?
to need to successfully recover the kid's cube.
right,
Do I
how
have
do
to
we do
hack to
that?
find where he is, or
No,
No.
he's the beating that he's taken. He's kept ranting, but for some reason he needs to tell everybody his plan the way that all megalomaniac bad guys do. So he's explained it all to you in excruciating detail.
Right, so how?
so? What skill is it to get the kid out?
Let me see what the options are.
Hacking, we've got tech, we've got medicine.
A bit of both.
It would come under tech.
Right, who's got the best
I got
tech?
16 in
It's
tech.
a case of
Greg
going and
probably.
removing a
17.
physical
So the two of them
17.
12. Oh,
I can
Sander again.
working in concert.
17 with 2 focuses.
Right, you roll.
You're rolling. I'll assist.
And
You get one
Ow.
dice if you're assisting.
if you get any momentum left.
I am the
assist,
I actually stole
don't have
my
a crit.
momentum.
But that's still,
Oh,
Yeah.
2 successes there.
yeah. You've successfully removed the cube. Yeah, he's in a box about yay size.
Where's his body?
You don't know. You found a lot of his blood and DNA on the floor.
Oh, Jesus.
But
You
But you got his memory.
You found his cube.
Yeah, I guess that's the important bit.
Yeah. The thing is, though, his mum's not going to have trouble getting a replacement body.
Remember, Mum
She-
found it.
Yeah.
yes, so
She's
that
loaded
is-
in a
that
way
is-
you
that
can't
is- that
fix
is-
her.
we have returned.
You will have to. There will be a brief meeting to do the returning at the start of next session, and then there will be a very brief shopping period, and then we'll be right into the next one.
Does that mean we will get
When's the next
experience?
one?
You will after the thingy.
Right, question before we wait for it.
Yes.
Is the cult got anything to do with religion to the school?
No.
There's nothing.
I mean,
connected
I don't
at all,
think
no.
any school would teach this.
No, but I'm just thinking.
No.
Has he used part of that religion?
No, it's not.
Right, okay.
This is, he started seeing patterns in a computer code and went absolutely mental for reasons not fully disclosed.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just pretty sure it was the
No, there's
for the school.
no, there's nothing there.
Close to being unpleasant.
Particularly for yourself.
Yes.
That was very nearly a disaster for you.
Oh, yeah. Like, those low-level minions are kicking this shit.
Yeah, by the way, fair warning, those were seriously low-level
There's not gonna be
minions.
much fighting
Right, I tell you what,
in the next wee bit.
next time we don't split up as much because
Yeah, you'd almost think it does
Getting left
specifically
behind
say
the Legolas.
try to prepare an ambush.
Right, folks. So that is that for the Infinity RPG actual play podcast number 2. It was really enjoyable, as you can see. Well, in the first game, my guy wasn't the greatest. I wasn't much of a use in that one. He was much more use because he's a combat monster. Figured out later on that even if those robots had armour, as long as they were less than 14 wounds, they were going to get murdered if I rolled any 6s, pretty much. Well, actually, I would need to roll 2 6s for armour under 4, but pretty much nothing under armour of 4 is anything other than battle armour. So hopefully I don't have to face battle armour. The nasty thing about them is as well, because I have 4 shooting actions. So is it 4 or is it 3? I think it's 4 ballistic traits, or whatever. My brain can't think of what they are right now. I get 4 attack dice to reroll. If I had an extra, I've also got 3 combat ones, which means I get 3 rerolls of damage dice. So I'm always going to do really good damage unless I do some horrific screw ups with the dice, which isn't unusual for me. This was a particularly high percentage roll day for me, to be honest. It doesn't generally happen like that. Generally, my dice rolls go, especially when we're doing. I mean, we're doing Star Trek. I'm not as much of a hindrance as some people are. Like Xander, Greg gave Sam 4 heat, 8 heat, maybe in that game. Xander's done worse in Star Trek. Trust me. Almost killed me a few times, apparently. One time, for definite, I was there. The other time, I wasn't because of various bits and pieces. I think we're going to have to learn not to NPC the characters, or have anyone else run the characters for us when we're not there. Especially in that group, new group, maybe not. So that's me rambling on again. The plan was initially to have this up on Wednesday. It's not going to happen. Hopefully this is Friday. So yesterday I will have recorded another podcast doing D&D 5th edition with a new group. All new players. They are very new themselves. So yeah. This takes about, I'd say about an hour for every 15 minutes of audio that you record. You can edit. So this was like just over 2 hours worth of audio. So it took about 8.5 hours roundabout without me adding this outro, without adding the intro, without messing about trying to figure out positions and stuff. So I reckon total I took about 12 hours to edit this 2-hour video. So it'll take considerable amounts of time to do this, more than I had before, because basically what I was doing is I was recording stuff and it was only one voice source, so there was no, marrying of sound and all the rest, that kind of stuff. The reason I did what I did with it was because it would be echoey otherwise, and it was actually quite annoying when I was listening to it, because I lined them up to the right timestamp, so they were both in sync, and it was echoey as anything. You can hear it right at the start because I haven't edited that bit on purpose. Right, what else? So as I said that in the ad, Falkirk board game show, Carronade, May 11th. Right now, the Lieutenant Calcius raffle is done. Well, when this is getting uploaded. At the moment, there are no people who have bought tickets for it. So if he does not go, then there will be something else. And I'll take it down for a day or two until I decide what else I'm going to put up. And then once they have gone round, Calcius will be back in the running. As always, coffee account, there's a link, go to it. If you are enjoying the podcast, I highly recommend or highly request you review it, rate it, whatever you do on your particular platform. Comment on it, tell me what you're thinking about what's going on. The numbers seem to be quite good right now. I mean, we're talking probably high 200s at the moment, and it's been a couple of months, so that would be up. I'll tell you right now exactly how many. Analytics this year. 204 feed downloads, 15 web plays, so 219 plays, and it's been up for 2 and a bit months. So we're weighing 2 people downloading it every day and listening to it every day. That's fine. I said at the beginning, if I get 1 person listening to it and downloading per day, I'll be a happy chappy. So, if you guys are enjoying, really, please let me know what you are thinking. The release schedule, I think, is going to be. I was planning Monday and Wednesday, but I'm thinking more like Monday, Friday. So the actual play podcast will be on Friday, a week behind, and obviously the Monday podcast as usual. And I think that's it from me for today. I'm going to say good day and happy hobby, guys.